Nothing freeloading. Still nothing. Oh, wait, no. Just hasn't refreshed for some reason. Hey! Oh my god, dude, holy shit. Oh, I have to hit play. I gotta hit play, right. Oh. There it is. Perfect. Pretty much. Yeah, someone mentioned they could hear the keyboard. I thought that was hilarious because it was totally true. Totally true. I thought they were messing with me. Damn, that was kind of cool. Hey, you know what? You can thank my buddy Sam for that, since he is yet again putting all this stuff together for me, or helping my incredibly stupid dreams come true. Hello from Southeast Idaho. Well, hello. Hello. Hi, guys. It's been like 6 months, I want to say. At least. I hope you've been well. Yeah, tonight is it's just going to be a test. We're going to be testing some stuff out this evening. Because we've got sort of this new spooky layout that I would like to specifically use for the spooky months. And then, of course, going back to the old layout when the time comes, when it's no longer spooky, when then, you know, it suddenly is Christmassy. I don't want to do a Christmas layout, though. You look flattering with those glasses. Thank you. I've got a big old face. I think the glasses help frame it better. You were just watching MK. Well, this is perfect timing. I can't type for shit tonight. Fair warning. That is A-okay. Hello from Vietnam. Well, hello from Colorado. It's spooky month, and it's still hot in Texas. It got pretty warm here today, too. I think just across, I mean, not talking about climate change, I think just in general, it is warm today. I heard people in California were getting 100 plus. We got like 90 plus again here in Colorado. It was very warm. Your kids were making you watch Minecraft music videos. Well, that can't be all bad. All things considered, I suppose. Also, I just realized that music that I had randomly playing in my starting ordeal could also be playing here on the big camera, but just way quieter, you know? That way it's not just silence. Silence. Hello, United Kingdom. It's all of you. Doing geography. You're doing geography. Okay. This is a very stupid question because I'm stupid. Like for school or just as a hobby? You just do geography for fun? Because the reason I ask is because I did not do anything geography related in school ever. Not once, to my recollection. Hello, Sleepy. Hello. The brand new sentence. What? Oh! Something I said in an MK video. Right, okay, yeah, that sounds like something I would say. Making a fursuit. Really? You know, my buddy Mike has been... Wait a minute. No, I'm just kidding. My buddy Mike's been making one with his friends. It's coming out pretty sick. Geography as a hobby? You mean GeoGuessr? Yeah. So, hey. Hi, how are you? How's everybody been doing? Because, again, it's been a while. So I just sort of realized that this goofy fuzzy filter that I have over this camera probably doesn't really come across at all because of YouTube compression. Something we've learned a lot about while setting up this stream setup is, even though I prefer streaming on YouTube, Twitch does allow a source option for those that have a connection strength for, or the connection strength for it. So I might at some point look into a multi-stream deal like someone like, say, Bricky does, where he streams on YouTube, but then also over on Twitch, because some people prefer Twitch, some people prefer here, you know. Let's see. Good evening, chaps. It's just a commenter. Someone with a... You know, I almost feel bad that I've got a Zach emote. I wonder how he feels about that. Fluid mechanics. Well, that sounds fun. You don't have to stop playing Skyrim. You can just put me in the background and just listen to the weird stuff that we'll say this evening. What's a bit ugly? Oh, fluid mechanics. It sounds like it would be. It's genuinely baffling to see you live. It's breaking my brain. What about hating nukes? I mean, I hate nukes. I think everybody should hate those things. You don't have to stop doing that either. I mean, you can do that with stuff in the background, okay? I'm the type of person that really likes having background noise for all things. You mean water goes down? Y'all need the bliss of multi-monitor setups to have Robin on one screen and unspeakable things on the others, like League of Legends, if you hate yourself. Absolutely. Oh yeah, just looked at the thumbnail for the stream. I'm not gonna apologize for the thumbnail. There's no shot. Nope. Oh man, I knew that thumbnail was gonna be a fun one. I thought people would appreciate that. I wouldn't inject anything. Let doctors inject things because they're smart, okay? Particularly not rhenium. I'm a fucking idiot. Uranium. Your eyes scare me. They freak a lot of people out because they're blue. What about epinephrine? In emergencies when you know what you're doing. Why are you asking me that? Favorite out of all the MK narrators? Well, mine is Zach, for sure. Don't tell Damien. Yeah, that haunted blue stare. I have a 1,000-yard eyeball, like blue eyeball stare. I can't control the camera from here, but anyway. So yeah, as I said earlier, this is just going to be a very chill, let's mess around with some stuff, let's play with stuff stream. Obviously, right now we're just hanging out, we're talking, because it's been months again. Thought I heard something. I had the house to myself this evening, figured I would give it a try. You know, staring into my soul. Yes, I am. I have a lot of plans, like game-wise, for these streams. Silent Hill 2 Remake comes out in like a few days at this point, and I want to stream that. Even though it's going to be a little embarrassing, because you know me in games. I love them, but I'm bad at them. Are you going to take over the world? Not yet. Hello, 64 Potato and HD TV. All the narrators are awesome. I especially enjoy messing with Jack. What do you do to Jack? Leave poor Jack alone. Your face gives me the impression of soft light effect all the time. I think I know what you mean. October the 8th it comes out, but because I'm a loser, I pre-ordered the $10 more expensive edition, and they'll let you have it 2 days early. I also requested a key, but I couldn't request it specifically with Konami's people because I'm not huge. So I have to go through a third party that just, God only knows how long it would take to get a yes or a no from them. So I just bought it. So you're on Peta Games. You constantly respect your talent. Oh, I see. Into jumping. Gotcha. I recently got an exit sign like the ones above doors. Well, that's great. His voice makes you mad. Doesn't make me mad. Jack's voice gets me anything but mad. And you can tell him that. So, yeah. Anywho, we're just messing around tonight. I have an emulator pulled up with Silent Hill 1 on it, but on Friday, we're going to be actually... I wish I could show you this. We're going to actually be streaming from a PlayStation 2. We've been testing out various methods to do so, because as good as emulation is, game capture kind of sucks, and things just kind of get in the way, so on and so forth, compatibility, blah, blah, blah. So we're waiting for a retrotink 5X Pro to arrive so I can use it with a capture card, and then we can play any PlayStation 2 games, any PlayStation 1 games. If I grab an Xbox out, we can play that. We can do all of that legit, like all the speedrunners do, those cool cats. So on Friday, we're doing that. I only have an emulator pulled up just in case we get kind of bored and, I want to play some Silent Hill. Good morning! I was wondering if you'd be... Why the shrimp? Is that a shrimp? I can't tell. Yes, I do like Ratchet and Clank, as a matter of fact. Really, the only game that I'm 100% like, we are doing it, is Silent Hill 2 Remake. That's the only, guaranteed one for sure. But that's supposed to get here on Friday. Hopefully it does, because I would love to get going with it. Yeah, other than that, we're just chilling, dog. Just seeing if everything in this layout works. Because one of the biggest, craziest parts of this layout is a whole reworked system for if I have to leave the stream for a few minutes. Whether I'm pissing or talking to somebody, that will play custom commercials I filmed and made. We've got a bunch of custom bumpers I filmed and made, using VHS tapes and my VCR and all that. And again, my buddy Sam, who puts all of this crap together for me every single time, worked and created some custom code and a little program to actually allow them to play at random, almost like we're switching through TV channels again whenever I leave. So, not that that'll happen too often, but that's sort of like the big cool thing, I would say. You start streaming right as I'm trying to fall asleep. I know. This time it was actually on purpose, I promise. I have played Untitled Goose Game. It's been a long time, though. How do you feel about Silent Hill 2 Remake? I think it's going to be pretty sick nasty, but I don't know how I feel about the Last of Us looting mechanics they were advertising. Well, I don't think you're going to be looting from, enemy bodies or something like that. It's just more searching and finding with some, like, extra... Oh, what would be the word? Some extra interactivity put in there, because in the original game you couldn't, like, bust open car windows and look inside, but other than that, I mean, I have looked at a lot of people who got their copy early. I've watched them stream it. I've seen some videos. It looks like a legitimate all-timer, and I couldn't be more excited to give it a try. It's awesome. Props to Sam on helping you with making those custom assets. Oh, yeah, they're pretty fun. Because as you can tell, we're going with a stupid VHS, VCR aesthetic, very analog, as good as we could get it. Because, again, all of those assets that I'm talking about, the starting screen you guys watched, the little intro bit, all of that was actually recorded, filmed, and run through off of my VCR. And I don't know why, I've just been into it lately. It's... Sorry, when your name, KH the Cartoonist, it always comes up, and for some strange reason it trips my brain out. Welcome back! Look at how flabby I am. I'm so fat. I'm autistic. I am too. How long will this stream last? I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. This one doesn't have a whole lot to it other than me coming back, saying hello, and playing with some stuff. Is Mike holding you captive in his basement? If by captive you mean giving me good rent, then yeah, he absolutely is. I have to find a way to play some Silent Hill. Been a while since I played horror games. Well, Silent Hill 1 is always going to be my favorite. Very accessible game. Don't let anybody out there tell you otherwise. You don't have to go spend $200 on a physical copy and hope you have a PS2 or PS1 lying around. I can't tell you where. I won't use those words, but you can do it. Who do you like to listen to in terms of music or genres? I am one of those guys that does say a little bit of everything, and if you listen to my playlists on Spotify, you'll find that is pretty true. We're pretty variable here. Like, all of us are pretty damn variable, I must say, across the board. I listen to all kinds of shit. I actually do life narration commissions. It's a long commitment, though, so it's very expensive. Just know that. It's very expensive. Are your teeth lickable? To me, they are. I'd like to own a PS2 for Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3, but I wasn't... Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, that's fine, though. That stuff still exists. Just know that if you want to collect it now, because of the remake situation, people are stupid. It's very expensive. I would wait a little while, wait for those prices to go back down to normal human levels. Is your real name Robert? No, it is Robin. First time hearing you not doing the angry subreddits. I'm taking a break from those, man. I hate them. Let's see. Got my PS1 and 2 horror games ready to go for the month. Good. So, like, this month, if you guys watch Zach on his Twitch channel, I don't know why the name always escapes me. Zach Fuller, Zach X Fuller, Zach Live, whatever. He's been playing Resident Evil 7. And so, because he was doing it, I went, screw it. I only played through it the one time, so I'm going to play sort of alongside him and watch him. And boy, oh boy, has that been real fun. So we've started our spooky month with Resident Evil 7, but he sort of has a list he needs to go through. He's got to finish Alan Wake 2 this month, and he's got to play Silent Hill 3. So he's got a couple. Do you have any affiliation with banks? No, I do not, Van. Haven't played Metro 1 or 2. I remember playing Metro 1 a long time ago. Imagine if Hollywood made a Ratchet and Clank movie. Like how they made them. Oh, I was going to say, they did, technically, but they also kind of... It was bad. I mean, I saw it. Didn't feel right. But no, live action? God. Yeah, just starring Jack Black as Clank. There you go. That's perfect. Okay, I'm here. Buy the shotgun. No! I'm not buying the shotgun. I was playing RE1 Remake while he was. Oh, yeah. I think actually I remember you talking about that. Hello, Scott. I'm sorry, man. It's just much higher quality camera than before. You can see a lot more of me, even through this crappy compression. What do you think about the Minecraft trailer? I think it looks really, really bad. I'm usually the advocate for, well, let's wait and see. But it looks so half-assed. Chris Pratt should have played Steve. Yeah, exactly. Room reveal when? I don't have like a way to really reveal it. It's been in lots of videos. Haven't been into gaming since I was a kid playing GameCube, but I recently saw some PC games I'm interested in. I really want to use a controller, though. Is that a thing? Absolutely. I mean, I guess it depends on where you're seeing the games. Like, do you mean like through Steam or something? Because absolutely, like what I use for all of my emulators, or if I ever want to use a controller, it's an 8-bit Do or 8-bit Do Pro 2. I just plug it in. They make adapters so you can use it wirelessly, but I'm like 3 inches from my PC. So, when are you face revealing? So I have a specific goal of $20 million for that. Depends on the game, too. Some games have controller support, others don't. Exactly. But it's, again, if you're running through Steam, usually you'll know before you buy it, like right on the store page, if it's going to be a problem. I never had a GameCube, though. I think the first Nintendo consoles I got were hand-me-down, like an NES and stuff like that, but I think I got a 64... Played stuff on that, never finished any of those games. That was when I was too young to really make it through games at that point. I think, yeah, and then after that, I just jumped straight to the Wii, which is still going to be one of my favorites of all time. Voice act SpongeBob. Yeah, that's right, don't look it up. This Talsgar is right. The Wanderer. Is that your D&D character? Saying the first Nintendo console I had was a SNES, then a Game Boy Advance SP. I did have the Game Boys. Right. Although, once the DS came out, my mom was like, nah. 6 game consoles in my room with 3 VR headsets. So many games, so little time. That's the name of the game, or lack thereof. Talsgar the Wanderer is from Skyrim. Ah, yeah, he's from Skyrim. Hey there. Welcome to Windhelm. How are you? I'm over 40. We had a damn Atari 2600 when I was very young, but the NES was my first real experience. Yeah, I think the very, very, very first video game experience I ever had was my uncle had an SNES, and I saw him playing Super Mario World, but I just watched him play. So I think a lot of people will, if they reminisce enough, they'll be able to go back and go, yeah, I guess I was always watching people play games, like getting into it and having fun. Have you ever played Lethal Company? I have. Although I haven't since like December 20th or something. And we always think, oh, we're going to do it. Don't worry, we got to play it again. We will. There's been a butt ton of updates since then. Unfortunately, the only console I got to grow up on was the Wii. Not complaining, still love it, and I wish I got to experience more. The Wii was just a good one, because of course you had an entire GameCube in there. You had the Wii, giant library, super fun. And, 2-in-1, you can't really beat that. The only way you can is if you were rich and were able to get that launch PS3, which was 3-in-1. But I don't know. I have one of those, but I don't think I'm ever going to turn it on again, because I would like it to stay alive. Lethal Company is fantastic, though. Absolutely fantastic. I'm not a Sims guy. No, not really a Sims guy. I try to keep an open mind on all games, though, now that I'm like doing like game reviews and videos about games and, meeting developers and studios at PAX and whatnot. But yeah, for the most part, I still have my preferences. I still like survival horror and spooky stuff. Everyone's going to have a lean, so to speak. God, the physical cartridge was $270. I think one of the last times I streamed, I showed off some of my really I don't look at them as a point of pride because of how much I paid for them or how much they cost or what the going rate is for them. But it is kind of cool to pop out a PS2 game and go, check this out. I spent $600 on this. Survival horror, eh? Gonna play Stalker 2 when it comes out? Yes! Completely. Why is your skin kind of green? That's just because of our, we have like a color correction filter going on to make me look less red. My skin is either very red and pale, or it's, looking like this, because these lamps are not great light sources, and we've done our best for the time being. Meeting you at this year's PAX will forever be the highlight of my life. Well, hey, look, you got a lot of life left. Were you the one that had the Foxy plushie? Or were you one of the other folks I met at PAX this year? More like, do you think Alan woke? Of course he did. You played that game? Come on now, Lena. Have you? Yeah, you were the one with the Foxy plush. Okay. I like games where I can do whatever, whenever I want. Well, luckily, there's a lot of those. I mean, hell, there's about to be one of the biggest, or if not the biggest of all time, where you kind of get to do that. Maybe not the same way as, say, something like Minecraft, but I mean, GTA 6 is going to give you some crazy-ass freedom, that's for sure. Do you do commissions? For voice work? Yeah, of course. Remember when you were praising Jack Black because he played the game his character was in, and now we hate him because he's going to... sorry, can't read tonight. Because he's playing a character in a movie and he played the game. No, I'm just beat when it comes to Jack Black. I do love him to death. I love Jack Black. It's just, I don't know. I think the Borderlands movie really sort of disillusioned me a little bit and sort of just, I don't know. That movie was god-awful, and he was very bad in it. Not because, he sucks or anything, but it sounded like he wasn't even required to try. Are your nails painted? A little bit. I need to repaint them, though. They're just only a little bit painted today. Let's forget about those streams. Why does it look like there's something radioactive just off screen? Looks like decay. You mean the color or the goofy ass? Here, I can actually turn that off if you mean this filter that I have. Yeah, there we go. Now we have real resolution. I just had that on because it looked stupid. It's just the vegetables, guys. It's just the vegetables. Have you seen the comments on his release of the trailer? People, I mean, yeah, it looks bad. His comments, though? I have not seen his comments. No, I've just seen everybody else's. Yeah, it's a fun filter. It sort of just makes everything look shittier and gives it some goofy movement. Again, trying to go for that crappy broadcast/analog vibe, It was my escape. Yes. Ooh. Kind of bugged out there for a second. See, that's why we're here now. Hello, Space Z. Recorded on a Ring doorbell. What other filters do you have? I mean, that was really it. I mean, I have, a color correction filter on that makes me look a little more on the green side, but I prefer that. I prefer this look than if I don't have it on because I just look bright fucking red, and it makes me feel bad about myself, so I don't have that on right now. Maybe I'll get real, like I'll attach some actual 5,000 Kelvin lights or something to the wall. At some point, something. I'll do something. I wish I was real, too. Is starting a video game collection expensive? Not inherently, no. But if you start falling down a rabbit hole of, like, certain rare titles, it certainly will be. Like, when I started, I was just picking up childhood favorites. Like Ratchet Deadlocked, for instance. That one's not really expensive at all. But as I started to fall in love more so with, like, the more obscure horror games, like, let's say, Haunting Ground, because I have that one. Yeah, that one's anywhere from $300 to $600, depending on... I mean, the market sucks right now. I will be so happy when that game is back down to, like, you can get it for $20. But, yeah, it gets real expensive depending on where you're going. What would you do if Obvious Plant made an action figure of you? I'd think that was amazing, and I would require the one that I wanted. I want it up on my shelf. If Obvious Plant did something for me, dude. Peace, Marcia. Or Marcia? I could tell you, as far as music I'm listening to right now, what was I just listened to... Hold on. What was it? I was listening to Eiffel 65. You know, the guys that did I'm Blue, was listening to the entire album that song is on, because the rest of that album rules even harder, in my opinion. Yeah, you would use it as a voodoo doll. You'd probably throw me in your... well, you don't have a fireplace, but if you had access to one, you'd throw me in there. Or, like, keep me in your freezer or something like that. Or stomp on me. Or try to sell me for $2 or something. You'd kill him. I haven't heard a mention of I'm Blue in a millennium. Well, I love that song, okay? It's a great song. Don't know why I did that. I flush you down the toilet. Yeah, I bet you would. I bet. Oh, so... you were worth $2 trillion. $2 trillion what? Ground up pennies? I have a landmark B-Day coming up. Could I pay you to do a birthday greeting for me? If it's just a birthday greeting, I don't think you have to pay me for that. I feel like you'd really like Phoebe Bridgers. I think I have a couple of her songs on my... Every single year, I make a new year's favorites, because I don't really use Spotify like everybody else does, where you have a ton of songs on liked, and then you might make specific favorites list past there. My favorites list are my liked lists, essentially. So this year I have 2024 favorites, and all the songs I really vibe with, I'll put on that as I discover them. So I just have, 2019 up until now, a favorites playlist every single year, and I think last year I have some of her on there. I saw somebody ask me about Chappell Roan. I do have a few of her songs on there as well, and I thought I was crazy because I thought, oh, this song's pretty good. Red Wine Supernova, I think. Like, this is a fun song. I like it, you know? And then like a week later, she's the biggest star on the fucking planet. I had no idea who she was, and then BAM! Out of nowhere, I discovered her. Do you have Kiss? I don't. I think I like maybe one or two Kiss songs. I just never think about listening to them. I need to get a PlayStation, but I might just wait for the PS6. You still will be waiting a while for that. The PS5 Pro is supposed to stave that off for a while. They only just started working on a PlayStation 6. And whoo! Let's see. How do you feel about Ghost or Electric? Oh, Ghost. I like one song because I've only listened to one song of theirs. I think I've messed up your Spotify Wrapped. Probably... I'm actually kind of curious to see what my Spotify Wrapped is going to be like when someone else has been listening to a bunch of different stuff. It's really going to... I think it's going to have trouble this time around coming up with a Wrapped for me. Let's see, what is it? Someone said, I'm doing MTF voice training. Do you have anything on how to use more of my voice? I have never done any training myself. I think I may have looked at some stuff in the past, but a lot of stuff will come down to vocal coaching. I know they have videos for that specific type of training, though. I've seen those. I've known people in the past that have gone a surgical route, but I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, do that. But I know there are videos out there for training and stuff. I know that. I just have never personally done any training, even though I could definitely benefit from that. It's either you or hanging out with Robert Englund and then flying to Portugal. What? Anyway, what? I'm an idiot. Anyone know where I can buy a fairly new 360? I mean, seriously, just Google local game shop or used video games or something like that. You probably just have a little shop in your town, and they'll probably give you a good deal on one. They're not expensive. The 360s are not expensive, and they'll make sure it works. It'll probably be between 60 and 90 bucks or something. No way you don't like Doctor Who. I like Doctor Who, but again, it's one of those things I haven't watched in a long time. I was a diehard fan of Eccleston. I watched him a lot back when he was on, and then I liked Tennant, who I think was next. I liked him. But then past that, I just stopped, and I have not really jumped back in since. But the new guy, who I always forget the pronunciation of his name, but he seems perfect, and I really want to jump back in now. I don't mean to pester, but is a 16 by 20 print too big for your preference? 16 by 20? No, not at all. I've got lots of movie posters that are huge. They're 27 by 40 or something like that. They're big. I want an Xbox S because it's fairly cheap. Exactly. They are fairly cheap. The Xboxes do not hold value for whatever reason. Hell, the consoles in general don't unless they're a special collector's version, like the 50 millionth PS4 or the 30th anniversary PS5 that just got scalped to hell. And yeah, I have my fat PS2 right over there with its component cables just hanging over. They are waiting for the retrotink. They are waiting! Does Mike need any animators? Right now, no. It's probably going to be a while before he might look into getting other ones. But right now, he is all taken up. Gotta go. Bye, Mystical. What's a game that you always come back to? Okami, Silent Hill 1, Resident Evil 4. I know there's a butt-ton more. They're not coming to my brain right now. Alan Wake 2. Those are two that I will always come back to. I'm going to try a few print-on-demand services to see how good the print quality is, but once I select one to go with, I'll send you a print of some MK fan art I made before. Ooh, that sounds exciting. I'm looking forward to that. And yes, Okami, my beloved as well. It is still my favorite game of all time. RE is the best of horror series. I do love Resident Evil, but as far as horror is concerned, I will say that Silent Hill does have the horror part beat. But Resident Evil's my favorite franchise. What's your opinion on Homestuck? I don't have any knowledge of it at all. I was rewatching Mike and Zach episodes a little bit ago, and now that I know who you are, I now know that the landlord is just you. Yep, just straight up me. And I didn't even suggest that. I wrote that entire video. Mike added a couple of things in there, like the rats. But I wrote that entire video back in 2020 during the pandemic, and I gave it to him like, here, I did this. Of course, he thought it was great. He left most of it untouched, but I did not. I was like, I mean, I'd love to play the landlord, but it was his idea to just make him literally me for some reason. Don't learn about it. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay, sure, yeah. I could do that. I'm known as John MK, sole proprietor and inventor of MK Studios. Oh, God. He is a little me. But, yeah, I have to, for whatever reason, take care of Mike and Zach. I am very excited. If you're a fan of the Mike and Zach videos, I am so excited for you to see the next video Mike's got cooking. I think it's literally the funniest thing he's ever written and ever created. Straight up. I will not be saying anything about it. Just keep an eye out on Mike's channel. You, Lexi, and Damien are my faves of the channel. Well, thank you. I do appreciate it. I'm very happy that people still like me, because I every now and then I'll read some of the comments on there, and people will be like, dude, you gotta fucking chill. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I apologize. What do you think of Lunchly? I'm not gonna eat that trash. And I say that it's trash, but all of those things are trash. Lunchables, any other one, they're all garbage. You know, they're just bad. Do you like architecture? I actually do, but I don't know anything about it, and I can't do math. So I can't really get into architecture, but I respect it and love how it can change an environment or make storytelling crazy as shit. I mean, look at BioShock. That got so many people into Art Deco. Like, oh my God. They give you angry subreddits. They do, but, you know, sometimes it's actually kind of fun getting to get angry and, you know, let some of that out. I hate Lunchables pizza with a passion. At that point, just send him to school with a refrigerated piece of regular pizza. It's probably better. I never would have guessed that you voiced the printer in the Pymation video. I thought you would have been more recognizable through the filters. They were pretty heavy. I was very happy he let me do the printer, because I think he wanted someone else, or didn't want someone else, but someone else really wanted to be the printer. But thank God Mike was like, no, it's got to be him. Hell, I actually, for the first time ever, I can't play it for you, because it's not mine. I wish I could, because I think you guys would really enjoy it. But Mike's also working on a song that probably won't come out till next October. But it's really cool, and I sang for real on a song, probably for the first time ever. Aside from the Fazbear and Friends videos, where I did do, as Foxy, I sort of shittily sang in that intro song that played a couple times. Make you a chicken Alfredo lasagna, only when they give the happy... Well, that's relying on them. That's not fair. Still your old catchphrase, I can't read. As a fellow Robin, please have... People, oh my God, I can't read. I have glasses for this exact reason. Yeah, I need them. Okay, people have been getting tired of me always saying, what's throbbing? Oh, God. Mike sounds like he's always cooking. He's always cooking. No, I wouldn't share regardless. I would never do that to Mike, especially since, you know, people could take it and do stuff with it. That would be fucked up. And I would never do that. I remember growing up on the Fazbear and Friends examinations. Heartwarming to learn you're Foxy. I have been Foxy almost as many times, or almost as many times as Kellen Goff has been, and he is the actual Foxy voice actor. All right? I was very excited when he followed me on Twitter, because I finally got to message him and go, hey, did you happen to see the latest Pymations video where I did my best impression of you as Funtime Freddy? Did you like that? Did I do good? He thought it was fun. I was really happy that he didn't go like, oh man, you sucked. When he gets 20 mil. Yeah, exactly. Maybe a toilet reveal? Good Lord, that's problematic. If they made PS6 without a disc drive, I'll be disappointed in Sony. I'm telling you right now to expect it. Fully. I would fully expect the PlayStation 6 to, at the very least, not come with one. But they might do that bullshit where they sell you an attachable disc drive or something later for $100, $200. I miss some of the old animations, things like Egoraptor. Oh, no, I said animations. Egoraptor. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I never saw any of those people. I didn't know who Egoraptor was until maybe 7 years ago. First console to literally have 0 games. No, I thought that was the PS5. Liver reveal? Oh, when I finally kill the one I got. And I steal someone else's, swap them, and then I'll just hold up my old dead one. The wardrobe reveal. I'm wearing a black V-neck tee. What kind of wardrobe you think I got? I'm kidding. I actually do have some stupid clothes. Cup size. What does it go down to? Because I think I'm that. And see, that's just another thing. You know, Dan TDM brought back the lab. I don't know what that is. I never watched Dan TDM growing up. Yeah, growing up. Remember, he's in his, early, maybe even mid-30s now with a child? Yeah, I did not watch him growing up. Hell, I didn't even watch Markiplier. I watched completely random people that you probably would not remember the name of. Because I grew up in, like, the Call of Duty commentator era. You know, that's when I started really consuming gaming videos on YouTube. So, I was watching people like Scene Anners, I was watching Nobody Epic for a little while, Eat My Diction 1, he's still one of my favorite content creators of all time, and he still streams all the time. You know, just so many older people that just aren't around anymore, unfortunately. Or, you know, face reveal when? You know, you get to see my face when I get to see 20 million bucks. The rise and fall of the middle class. While COD gameplay runs in the background, exactly. Or White Boy 7th Street, he just came to mind. That dude is still around. I can't even remember what I watched. I did because it was incredibly formative, and that's why I'm still here doing this. That stuff was very important. Then, of course, my life completely changed when Shadow of Israfel from Yogscast started coming around. So, ball reveal? Yeah, you would like that. Hello, Jacob. I'm sorry you came and joined the stream right when I said ball reveal. My apologies. Elbow reveal? Nah, you missed it. Stupid. Earwax reveal. Eevee is better. Welcome. Hello. How are you doing? God damn, I can't just... all this reveal stuff. Wow, were those tattoos? Yeah, I've got a lot of... I forgot you can't see them on this camera, but I do have a lot of tattoos, yes. Arm is still sore from a flu shot on this side, though. Yeah, that arm is pretty full up. Yeah, I miss Shadow of Israfel. I do. I really, really do. If they figured out a way to fix the fuck up that was losing all the maps, you know. Left his arm in the 80s for one... partially 80s, a lot of 90s. This arm is a little different because I've got this guy. I've got my Silent Hill 1 tattoo. I have Internet Explorer, the MSN butterfly right there. I've got a Resident Evil tattoo right here. Actually, did you get the tattoo? Yeah, the only tattoo that I didn't get here was this one. I got that in Burbank. But this is the first time I've ever seen you from anything other than MK. Well, welcome, Popcorn. Whoa. Although my newest tattoo that I think is my favorite so far is my Alan Wake 2 tattoo. That's still healing, so it's a little flaky. It's kind of shitty looking, but it is all done from Night Springs here. It goes a little farther around, but I love this one for sure from Night Springs. Jesus. Are you going to get the Lake House? Hey, I'm getting it regardless because I, bought their deluxe edition back when it came out. If it's Remedy, they get my money. That's it. I think they're the only developers, I guess save from Capcom if they're making a Resident Evil game, where I suddenly become a shilly little bitch and I'll just hand them my wallet. Like, take it. You can just take the whole fucking thing. There you go. There you go. They're the ones. They're the ones, man. I think Zach just sent me some photos from the ELO concert. Hold on, let me take a look. Hey, that looks cool. Oh, hell yeah. That's a good seat, though. Yeah, the reason I've got the house by myself is Zach and Mike are up seeing Electric Light Orchestra in Denver. Would you be open to doing a VA commission for a fan-made trailer that I'm making with some friends? Yeah, I could do that. Of course. I have a lot of availability for that sort of thing. My next tattoo is going to be a bee behind my right ear. I've always wondered if I would ever do something like... I've thought about stuff coming up like the neck. I'm a bitch. Tattoos hurt. They hurt me a lot. I'm gonna have see y'all later. See ya, Emily. Yeah, teardrops. Yeah. Have you played Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2? Yeah, I played them both. I didn't finish 2 though. I mean, it's a hell of a game. Do not get me wrong, but it's really, hey, it's Water Surf. How you doing, man? When it comes to Red Dead Redemption 2, it's unfortunate that I have to say that it's not what I wanted or not what I was expecting, because I was expecting it to be one, but compounded and crazier than ever before. But what I got was, they focused incredibly heavy on the story, which is good. I'm not saying any part of it is bad. It's just, there wasn't a whole lot of freedom in the same way as the original game. Like, if I went out and killed 5,000 deer in the woods just because it's fun and I want to do that and sell the pelts, make some money, and buy some gear, like at that first town you're in that I can't remember the name of, I was really pissed off to see, all that stuff is locked because I haven't progressed enough of the story yet. I was very annoyed because I do not recall that being a part of 1. I thought it was it's a great game. I just didn't finish it because holy shit, I put like 45 hours in and I was 68% of the way through the game. And I went, it's just not 1. It's just not 1. I will finish it someday though. It just, I don't know. Look at Jakey's video, or Nakey Jakey's video on it about Rockstar's game design. Because it is a little outdated in that regard. Spooky season is awesome. You are correct, my friend. Well, what reveal? What are those faces? What the hell? Oh God. Where'd you get that CRT? The little one in the background? Or the like, that's a little tiny one. Wow. That's a little tiny one back there. Like a little, like, 13-inch or something? The big one I sold. I did sell the giant one just because I knew in the future it was going to be a nightmare to get back out. So, bank info reveal. You wouldn't want my bank info. It'd probably piss you off because you're not getting anything. Phalanges? You mean my fingers? Yo, that's weird, dude. Yeah, do the spooky dance. The big one was cool. It was just a lot, and if it ever did break on me, I'd have a 300-pound TV in the basement that I'm not going to fix. I'm not going to pay to get fixed. So I thought, that's why I'm going to get a retrotink, because perfectly translates all my retro hardware for modern displays without 300-pound TVs being in the mix. Lung reveal? I think those will last my life. I think they'll just last the whole time, so I won't have to replace those. The real question is, when will I play a trumpet on stream? We know you're a band kid. In elementary school, I tried clarinet. And the only reason I tried clarinet was because my grandpa had one, like a big silver one. So we didn't have to pay to rent or buy one. So we're like, okay, well, we can try that. Holy crap, that thing. Reeded instruments, man, I hate them. Nothing is worse than, like, going for a note and then it just screams because the reed sucks. Squidward! Do a room reveal and my $20 are yours. Hang on. So behind me, that's all you get to see. Ha ha ha! Yeah! Seriously, you get to see more in my older videos than this right here. Also, I've been waiting almost an hour to move to this screen. Harry Mason jump scare. Well, the bed's a lot comfier now that it's a better mattress for sure. For sure. Yeah, you like the fidelity looks great. You like the 30-year-old GIFs?
Play some video games, am I right, ladies?
I almost don't want to, just because, again, on Friday, I won't be emulating again at all. I just want to play my PS2 games and shit on the PS2. Video game. It is. Yeah, it's funny how much Lena has seen of this game just by just not giving a shit. I didn't do anything, all right? I didn't do anything. 3/4 view reveal. Yeah, there you go. All right, so because it's a 3/4, you know what? Can we just do like $15? How about that? How's that sound? You helped with, you were the reason I was able to get one of the puzzles done. I was able to get one of them done. And I would not have been able to if you weren't there at the time. But yeah, just... Aha! Finally, I was waiting for one of those to pop up. Beeb with a super chat of $2. Carl Weezer, please. Oh, hey, thanks. Thanks for the donation. Hey, Jimmy's mom. Oh, shit, man. Hi. Damn it. What is... Oh, right. Anyway, sorry, messages. Jimmy's mom's got it going on. One's loud. What? How's your scapula? I'm not even sure how I would be able to answer that. The purple LEDs make the ladies crazy. Yeah, that's why I got them. That's for sure. You know? Smell that? No, man. No, dude. What do you take me for? Some kind of freak? Don't answer that. Don't do it. Mentally insane. That's me. It makes men go crazy if you add pink. I like purple. No, purple is my favorite color. That deep, beautiful, vibrant purple. Welcome back, Mystical. You probably just missed the the change over to the game screen, which seems to be working fine. Everything because the games I'm going to be playing on the PlayStation will be 4:3, so I've got it sort of balanced to the left, and because it's YouTube, there's not really a way to have the chat pop up on screen or anything, which kind of sucks. So there's a little bit of empty space that I'm looking at trying to fill. Got a couple of those dumbass Halloween gifts there, but we're I'm working on it. I decided to load this game up via emulation just to sort of see how it fits together. Hello, Mr. Stupid. Come on, man. Put some gummy candy in the empty space. Some gummy candy? But why would I want to put gummy candy there? That's weird, right? What does that mean? Uh-oh. I hear stuff. I'm scared. I can't play. I can't. I'm too scared. Just ordered a print from another site. Depending on which one is better, I'll send it your way. Also going to be the first piece I've ever signed. Good. I like it when they're signed. Hello, Alfie Prime. How are you? I got more glue sticks. Don't eat them. With the chat, I know you could do a pop out of the chat and have it. Yeah, there's a way to do it. It's just I don't want to do that every single stream. And actually, it's been so long since I have done one of these streams that it's cool actually having the chat and YouTube Studio itself properly embedded into OBS now, like it has been for Twitch for a while. It's great. I don't have a YouTube window up at all. I don't have Jack open outside of OBS. And it's actually kind of amazing that for the first time ever, I get to trust it. I feel like I get to trust it. Silent Hill is the first game I've ever seemed to do the fog right. And I'm pretty sure that was on accident, too. I don't think they were going to add fog, but they had a crazy stark cutoff, and people were like, that looks kind of stupid. Figure something else out. Do something different, Doorknob reveal. 30 million. How about that? I can't even drink right. I always spill down my face like I'm a 2-year-old. Doorknob reveal would be great. Wait, really? My best friend's birthday is soon, and they love you. Please say happy birthday, Charlie. Happy birthday, Charlie. Are you going to dress up? Oh, for Halloween? Or just in general? Because I am waiting on something for my Halloween costume. But it's taking a minute because it was a Konami pre-order, and I've never bought anything from Konami, so I don't know how long it's going to take. Hopefully not forever. But it is the James jacket that they announced when they announced Silent Hill 2 Remake. They said, we're making another jacket. And the reason I jumped on it so fucking fast was because they did make a James jacket like almost 20 years ago or something like that was limited to 250. And if you want that, I think you can go on eBay, and it's about $20,000 if you want to buy it for resale. So when I saw this new one, I was like, yeah, man. Damn it, I missed your notification. Fuck! Sorry, Caffeine Lemon, don't worry. I saw it pop up. I saw on the wrong screen. Damn it. Let's celebrate their first super on a live stream. Hey, that's awesome. Well, thank you for that super chat. Honestly, thank you so much. Hopefully you're having yourself a good time. Even though this isn't like... I mean, I guess a lot of my streams are just hanging out and chatting. That's just kind of a lot of what I do. But welcome, Caffeine Lemon. Thank you so much. Hopefully you continue to come by and stick around, you know? Now they will cry. Well, hey, look, it's right. I see it now. I'd donate if I had money. Well, you don't have to worry about that. I mean... You know what I mean. Right? But yeah, I am waiting on my James jacket, because I figured that would be a fun Halloween costume, like do a part sort of down the middle, I guess, or whatever, try to emulate original James, because I think they got rid of James's cool jacket entirely in Remake, like there's no patches. What is your favorite horror game from the past 10 years? Like purely horror or just survival horror, because they are different. Dark humor? I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind dark humor. It has to be funny and clever and well thought out. It can't just be you said something naughty. Haha, that's stupid and lame. Purely horror. I am fucking drawing a blank right now, because when it comes to horror games, I am so stuck in the survival horror or survival horror adjacent genres that I don't even remember the last pure, like, no, this, you can't even fight back. This game's just scary as shit. I need to play more of them, though. Oh, also, yes, Sam, if you're still here, if you can replay the alert for me. If you can. That'd be cool, because I want to make sure it pops up. Also, we will need to add it to the big cam area. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'm dumb. I've never played... I was like, what about survival horror? I'm going to sound like a total loser for saying this, because I know how people feel about remakes. We're all getting kind of burned out on them already. Thank you, Capcom. But probably Resident Evil 4 Remake. That turned one of the greatest games of all time into, yet again, one of the greatest games of all time. Yep, incoming RE4 Remake. Exactly. That one was just... I'm lying, by the way. I am lying. Look, I love RE4 Remake, but it's Alan Wake 2. It's Alan Wake 2 for survival horror. When I want the story, but I'm also a coward. I do that a lot, too. That's like how I got into horror movies, because I did not like horror movies. They freaked me out, but I thought, hey, but they've got to be... They're movies, right? I started watching kill counts from Dead Meat, and I watched all of them. I think I watched 40 of them in one night. It was like 3 a.m. when I finally went to bed, because they allowed me to get a feel for the movie, sort of see the key points, learn something about it, but I didn't have to, shit my pants. More like Alan Woke too. I mean, hell, that seemed to only make it better. He was woke. What the? Shut up, phone. Shut up. God. Okay. Dead Space Remake is so good. I actually started playing Dead Space Remake, but I'm a loser. So I straight up, I got maybe an hour in and went, okay, no, this is just too much for me right now. I can't do this right now. I just can't do this at the moment. It was scaring the crap out of me. I had to stop. You're dropped into the Silent Hill universe. How long do probably not very long at all, especially when you consider, look, what's flying, or what do we have here? Enemy-wise, what are we dealing with? Oh yeah, check it out. I wouldn't last long with flying demons around in the sky, I just wouldn't. I don't know if you would, but I would not. Parasite Eve. Another one of those titles I've heard of. Oh, he's coming back, dude. This is bullshit. Die, you fucking loser! What difficulty is this? Oh my god, there's more. They wouldn't last with me around. But how so? Explain, please. Would you rather fight a xenomorph or a necromorph? Ooh, I mean, if I had to choose between those suckers, ooh, I honestly don't know. I'd probably rather fight a necromorph because the xenomorphs are just, damn it. You know what I wouldn't fight? I wouldn't fight that fucking thing from the end of Alien Romulus. Unlimited bacon, but no games. Or unlimited games, but no games. I think bacon's all right. I don't know what I would do with unlimited bacon. Oh, he's just hungry. He is. They're all hungry. Screw them. Good question if it was 2019. Really? Do a live when you're sleeping. I'd rather die than ever do something like that. That stream like that. That's just awful. Especially since if I did ever do a stream like that, I would not have the interactive donations or like things that will play. Like I'd never do that. Wow, a stream. Yes. Pink lame. I thought that said pink flame at first. 10 kangaroos. Let me get this straight, Talsgar. Would you rather fight a 10 kangaroo-sized kangaroo or a kangaroo-sized 10 kangaroos? I don't fucking know. Good night, Monsieur Meow, Monsieur Mo, Missouri. Good night. One bacon or $30,000 every day for 30 days. Well, I like bacon enough. You know, I might want one bacon, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the golden buzzer right there. I don't fucking know exactly. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster when? You know, I keep forgetting that is out. Is that, like, it's a stupid question, but has it been received well? Because I know it was one of those things that people were... There were people bitching about it for valid reasons, and then there were people bitching about it for what I would say are whiny, weird reasons. You know, the people that claim it's, ah, shit, Dead Rising went woke. Like, don't ever say those words to me. Holy shit. So it is good. Okay. Because I never played the original. Ever. Very positive. 82 is pretty good. All right. Wonder if it has, like... Does it run well? This dude... Oh, okay, yeah, all of the downsides are... Well, this guy says, saving issues, constantly getting a failed save message after hours of progress, so I'm putting this one down for a while. And then there's a guy complaining about woke. So, at least there's one valid complaint. Yeah, I'd love to star in the Minecraft movie. That sounds so fun. I know I watched my friend play it plenty. It seemed like a lot of fun. It seemed goofy and stupid. The Forest? Yeah, I liked The Forest a lot. I've put some time into that one. I have the second one, or whatever the hell. I can't remember what it's called. I have it. I've launched it up once, but Sons of the Forest. It's right in front of me. Yeah. Just haven't played it with anyone yet, because I don't want to play it by myself. I'm too scared. I can't imagine being so insufferable as to complain about things being woke. I can't either. That's just not me. That's, lame as shit. How long would you last in the forest? By myself? Not very long. not very long. With other people? Oh, permanently. We're good. Zoocosis. That one seems weird as shit. How much would I have to donate to get you to play one of Rusty Lake's horror games? What the hell does that mean? Okay, first of all, the question really is... I don't want to ask it. Hold on. Rusty Lake. Creators of... Yeah, fine. Oh! Okay, I feel like I recognize this. Browse our games. Beans? Who's got beans? Isn't it getting panned in reviews? It wouldn't surprise me. But, you know, I want to see it. It made me curious. is actually terrifying. It seemed like it would be. You also have to remember that when it comes to games, a lot of people do not like backseat gaming. I love it. It's just, for me, it's more interactive. It's more fun. So when we are playing through Silent Hill 2 Remake, you're going to see me just like running in circles a lot, going, I don't know what the hell to do because I missed something. Because my big brain moments, I'll be clueless. I'll be mega clueless. So you guys have to help me through it. This is an interactive medium. A live interactive medium, mind you. So. But there are some games out there, I'm sure, that you would not want to watch me play. You would have to help me a lot. Visual novel when? Oh, God. I did actually consider at one point doing some classic creepypasta readings. I thought that would be kind of fun to a certain extent. Because there's a lot of really old ones that I remember enjoying quite a bit. Favorite SCP? My favorite? Let me think here. There's a bunch. Because there's one that I can't remember the number. I vaguely remember what's going on, but I can't remember the number. It's like this doorway. If you walk through it, you're on this giant, like, arena-type area covered in, like, sand or something, and there's these big stone pillars around it with chains or some shit. I remember Mike showed me one that fucking killed me. It was about these warring pizza places somewhere. They just had, like, an advertising war that turned out to be a universal ending war in the end. But then, of course, I like Cragwood Park as well. They look like these. These are Status Audio CB1s. I've been using them for so long now. I mean, these are replacements because, like, every Black Friday, they'll sell them for, like, $30. But I think they're, like, for the price point, like, some of the best-rated headphones of all time. Things like Siren Head. Ooh! I have always wanted to play that goofy little, like, 2-second-long PS1-inspired Siren Head. There's a lot of fun in the SCP universe, and I think that is why I fell so damn in love with Control and Alan Wake in general, because they obviously borrow a shit ton from SCP as a concept. Did you ever release the packaged action toy with the cassette of you reading an SCP entry? I did. I mean, I don't have it anymore. What I did was I took, because it was like this MC Hammer figure or something completely sealed up, and it came with a cassette in a cardboard sleeve that was just like one song, and like he said, hey, thanks for buying this. So I took that out, and I put one of my recordable cassettes that I read an SCP on. I can't remember what SCP it was. I think maybe I just like wrote something out, but I recorded it onto the first like minute or two of that tape, slid it back into that cardboard, put it back in. I didn't like tape it back up or anything, but I donated the whole thing to Goodwill, so I'm hoping someone saw it, went, hell yeah, and it's either sitting sealed on like their shelf somewhere. So maybe in 20 years, they'll finally rip it open and listen to that tape and go, hey, what the hell is this? I'm really, really hoping. Welcome back, Emily. And yes, baked beans, Lena. I saw that. Backrooms? So I will say, I am kind of losing my mind in a good way when it comes to liminal space horror. And how it, blends in with... Hi, Epic Nick. How it blends in with analog horror in general. I cannot wait for Kane Pixel's Backrooms movie, because I watch the shit out of Kane Pixels, man. That dude is amazing. Hello, Allison. Hello. Love, Death, and Robots. I think I watched the first whole series with Mike way back when. Looking forward to Silent Hill F. That and Townfall, because, I mean, I don't know anything about them yet. We'll see what type of games they both are, but I am excited. But yeah, dude, Kane Pixels, holy shit. What he is doing with the Backrooms, oh, it's great. So good. So awesome. The Rolling Giant is one of my favorite videos of all time, legitimately. I know Zach and I have had conversations about it. He's like, I don't really get the liminal space horror thing, but oh, I love it. I like the concept of the Backrooms, but when monsters or threats are added, it loses its charm. I agree. However, in Kane Pixel's newest video where someone falls into the Backrooms again, there was a monster, but it wasn't a monster. You don't really get to see it. Someone sort of came up with the idea that any monsters that you should and or might see, anything that you might run into in the Backrooms should just be someone else that fell in there and got stuck in there if you happen to run into each other. And if they're a crazy monster who's chasing you and screaming, it stands to reason that it's probably a guy that fell down there, lost his or her fucking mind, and is now just a feral creature. But I will say, when it came to, say, the Rolling Giant, where the guy discovers a shopping mall miles beneath the earth and whatnot, the Rolling Giant is a fantastic monster that adds to the spooky environment. So it really has to be a well thought out enemy. Damn it, Allison, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the $2. I don't want to say damn it like, oh, how dare you. I keep forgetting to add the notifications to this particular bit of the stream. So sorry about that, but thank you so much. And it's your first super chat. Well, hey, that's awesome. Really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're having a good time. Game Pixels released another new Backrooms today. Oh, did he? Damn it. I'll watch it later, don't worry. But yes, thank you. Always awesome to see people here interacting, having just a great time. You check out Uzumaki? Oh my god, I can't wait to start that. It looks so good. I want to read the manga. It was a manga, right? That Junji Ito wrote. I need to read it really, really bad. Whenever I think about him, though, I think about Silent Hills being a collaboration between Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, and Junji Ito. I'll never forgive Konami for taking that one away. My favorite example of found footage is Weird Birds, in a really cool Twitter thread-based horror story featuring very well-made art. Weird Birds? That sounds like it could be pretty interesting. I saw a pretty cool, like, horror Twitter thread recently where it happened to be, like, for some strange reason, it started off with this event where it was a hurricane, but it was a flawless fractal hurricane. And then we started seeing fractals appear more and more on Earth past that point, like 100 years ago or something crazy. And yes, screw Konami. So, like, if Silent Hill 2 Remake is good, I'm not really going to be singing Konami's praise. I mean, I'll be singing Masahiro Ito and Akira Yamaoka, the composer and the art director. I'll be singing their praises for sure, but not Konami. I'll be singing Bloober's praises because they weren't taken seriously for a long time. They had been panned quite a bit, and it looks like they're finally going to have something that makes all of us go, okay, no way, yeah, you guys are good. You got this. Gemini Home Entertainment. I do love analog horror. If you guys haven't seen it, Heck is a fantastic short film. I fucking love Heck. It was the original Skinamarink before he stretched it out to an hour and a half and just sort of lost sight of what made Heck so good. Heck was amazing. Skinamarink was pretty, whatever. Do you know the winner of the Fat Bear contest? Excuse me? I enjoy Silent Hill Revelation, the movie, but I see why... I mean, it doesn't make me rage with, like, misrepresentation of the game, even though it does do that pretty bad. I hate it because as far as movies go, it's completely fucking incomprehensible. It's not a movie in certain ways. Does Heck have jump scares? No. I mean, it has, like, there's silent ones. It's not like a big loud sound, but it has a couple of moments where it'll cut to something and, it'll take you a second to realize what you're looking at, and then you might, like... I kind of had a moment of just adrenaline surge at one of the shots, but no, like, loud noises that I remember. Called Mad God. I want to watch... Mad God, I think... Is that the one made by the guy that worked on all the Star Wars movies as, like, a claymation animator or something like that? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Are there any video games you want to see turned into a movie? I'm willing to see any video game turned into a movie. I'm very excited at the prospect of... A while back, I heard that Remedy had sold the Alan Wake rights to AMC to make a series. And now I'm hearing that they signed a contract with Annapurna Pictures to develop Alan Wake and Control into movies or television, which I'm also incredibly excited for. But of course I want Alan Wake to be a movie, and whenever I talk about it, all I can think about is getting Ilka Vili to reprise Alan, because he is Alan. I don't want another guy. I want it to be him, just as his regular voice, though, because I don't think it would be really fair to also have Matthew Peretta come in and do the voice. And yes, rip Annapurna Interactive. That shit was insane. And it wasn't even them getting fired. They just quit, man. They just left. They just left, dude. Fattest bear up in Alaska. There's I mean, of course that's a thing. Dude, if they, like, legitimately, if they announced Jack Black playing Alan Wake, I'd probably have a heart attack on purpose and just leave. Again, I love Jack Black, but not that they would ever actually do that, or that even he would be like, yeah, okay, let's do it. But oh my God, I'd be so fucking pissed. I have played Hotline Miami, not for me, mainly because I can't get good. I can't get good, dude. Riots would happen. I mean, for Alan Wake, I think like there's that tiny cult of us that are super fans that would probably riot, but 99.9999% of everybody that plays video games wouldn't give a rat's ass. They would think it's stupid, sure, but they wouldn't really care. Thoughts on Arcane? Haven't watched it. I know it's great. I've heard it's very good. Maybe one of the greatest, but I just haven't watched it yet. But honestly, Haunting Ground would be a pretty sick movie. Okami would make a fucking mind-blowing animated movie. Like, specifically, it needs to be animated, needs to really emulate that style. God, just about any Kyoto Kyoto Animation would be amazing for that. So would Trigger. So would Ghibli. They would all be amazing. That was a scarily good Trump impression. Well, he's one of those guys that you can just do, you know? Crow Country? You mean an incredibly awesome game that I reviewed? I mean, that'd be a cute little fun, like, indie movie for sure. I think that'd be really cool. You Watch in a Violent Nature? Is that the one that's told from the perspective of the crazy murder guy? Because I know that, so now that it is October and now it's starting tomorrow, we don't have like concerts and stuff to do. We want to start getting back to watching spooky movies and stuff late at night. You know? Aha! Caught it! Caught it! Sorry, I had to switch back over. Gotta go, but do you have any life advice for creators? You've always been my favorite VA, so any advice would mean a ton from you. Advice for, like, let's say creating on YouTube? I'm never great with the advice, but if you are talking about, like, that specifically, I would definitely say think of videos you like to watch, think of videos you want to see. Have you ever wanted to make those? Then you should, in any facet whatsoever. I actually would recommend a lot of people watch Drew Gooden's new video about how lots of people are lots of content creators or otherwise are just wasting people's time. I think he really gets down to the nitty gritty and he really says how appreciative he is that there are creators out there that are saying, fuck YouTube's rules. I don't care. I just want to make what I want to make. I'm going to make it when I'm going to make it. And there you go. So that's really the thing I would recommend, because that's kind of what I'm doing. And yes, there are going to be times where you're going to be looking at those numbers and you're going to be disappointed. But that's not what this is about. I'm not sitting here right now because I'm going to make a bunch of money or whatever. It's because I like being an entertainer, you know, so to speak. I'm going to hop out, working my way through the... oh, okay. Well, good night, Alex. Thank you for dropping by. But yes, if you mean that specifically for YouTube, just don't really pay attention to those numbers. If something is going to happen, it's going to happen. You know, you never know. All those people that you see with 500,000 subscribers, 1 million, 10 million, 40 million, luckiest people in the world. I mean, they're talented. Do not get me wrong. Most of them are. But, you know, there's also, as Bo Burnham put it, so much fucking luck involved. It really is. I've been doing YouTube content specifically for like 12 years now. And, you know, I'm here. Riz Chaos sent a super chat of $2. Happy spooky season! Do your spooky dance, Chaos. Thank you for the $2, dude. And thank you, Robin, for the 5, by the way. I forgot to mention that. If you meant voice acting, I will say, just start talking a lot. Thanks a ton. I'll be on the edge of my seat waiting for the next stream. Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. It will be very soon. Hello, big guy. Hello! I made a Steve costume with my dad when I was like 10, and it looked better than Blackjack's. Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking with that. It's just like a blue sweater. It's just a boring blue sweater, man. There's just nothing really Steve about it to me other than that. I've always underestimated the luck factor. I think we all do. We all really do. It's one of those things. You just got to remember, it's like 90% luck when you don't know somebody. It really is. Don't get me wrong, you know, obviously being comfortable doing what you're doing, or like, say you want to be a big actor or something, you got to have the talent or the knowledge or get educated on it and whatnot, obviously. I would say that, like, if you want to be the next Chris Pratt or something like that in terms of fame and success, 5% of why he's where he is because he has the talent and knowledge, and the rest of it was because, damn it, those pieces fell the fuck into place for him. Indigo Park. I've heard of that one. I've seen some footage. Isn't it? I hate saying it. Is it similar to Poppy Playtime? Which trilogy do you think is better? Lord of the Rings or Pirates of the Caribbean? Lord of the Rings. It will always be Lord of the Rings. However, Pirates of the Caribbean as a trilogy is fantastic. It's so fucking good. It's just so fucking good. But it's always going to be Lord of the Rings. I like that more than any other trilogy ever made, and always will. Kingmakers trailer. What is Kingmakers? I think you've said that a few times. Kingmakers. Can't put
my finger on it.
a good 99% of fame is being in the right place at the right time and figuring out how to take advantage of that. That's why, a lot of famous people are really mean. Good night to me and chat. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you, Morella. Am I saying that correctly? Speaking of Poppy Playtime, what's your opinion on that debacle? What debacle? I have no idea what's going on. Is it true that Sam is the true hero of Lord of the Rings? I always feel that that is the case. I mean, he's one of the true heroes of that trilogy for sure. Because you've got a lot of pure, amazing heroes in that whole story, but the movie really put him at the forefront in a lot of ways. Similar to Poppy with a sea monster. It's the Bible. You get credit for trying. That's, that's true. he was right about that. I'm excited for the spooky season. Do you have any good costumes you remember doing? Last year, Zach and I did... we did Jay and Silent Bob. I'm pretty sure it was last year. That one's probably my favorite, because I was Jay and he was Silent Bob. Very, very fun. And I think I was Johnny from Karate Kid. Or, because I'm a little bit older, obviously, I was Johnny from Cobra Kai. Because that one's easy for me to do. So easy for me to do. Sam refused to make unseasoned food in the woods. Absolutely. I cannot do Gollum. That's a voice that Andy Serkis owns. Yes. You can kind of get close. You can get close. If it's not done through his vocal folds, it's not Gollum. Of course, you can ask me a question, Granddad 7. Just found Dogma rules, man. Will you go as Shaun from Shaun of the Dead? I've considered it, but I'd have to cut my hair real short because Shaun has much shorter hair. It's also kind of bleached looking. But I have thought about doing Shaun. Also, I can't imagine how much Andy Serkis' throat hurts at the end of doing that. What are your top 3 voice actors? I don't think I have a top 3. I know one of my favorites is Peter Cullen. Because, Optimus Prime is obviously a true legend in animation. And you keep the nasty chips, bitch. Opinion on VR gaming? I enjoy VR. I don't have a headset anymore, though. Again. Optimus, don't even start with me. Frank Welker, of course. Oh my god, what is his name? I know most people nowadays would know him from, I believe, Hell of a Boss. Richard Horvitz. I grew up listening to Richard in all kinds of shit. I will say, he's one of those voice actors that he always gets to do the same voice for the most part because, it's pretty unique, okay? Like, goddamn unique. They call me Optimus Prime. Which Lord of the Rings weapon is your favorite? Glamdring. Rob Paulson. Yes, thank you. That was another name that was escaping me. Mark Hamill's very good, too. It's always crazy to remember that he jumped into that after the fact. After, many years after Star Wars. Just Shadowfax? What do you consider Shadowfax a weapon? Do you think you'd survive a zombie apocalypse? For probably a day. Once I run out of food, I'd have to leave the house. And we don't have zombie stuff here. We don't even have a real baseball bat, No guns in this house. So, oops. We'll die. You remind me of that one guy from that one movie. I've heard that before. Actually, when I was a little kid and I had long hair, and I was a little chubbier. A lot of people legitimately thought I was the kid from, I think, Trick or Treat or something like that. Maybe? I think that's the movie I was thinking of. I don't know. Apparently, I looked so much like him that there were people like on the bus that would like, is that him? I could see them like looking at me and like whispering between themselves. I cannot do a Kratos, dude. Oh my god. Anyway, what's the biggest animal you think you could fight and win? Probably a guinea pig. I can't even beat a fight with a house cat. All right, they win. I know why you're asking that question too, because I think it's actually really, really common for like men to be like, I think I could take a bear, maybe like a littler bear, you know. Hello, Ari the clown. Favorite God of War weapon? Just those original blades, the original blades. I have friends who think they could fight a kangaroo. Well, a kangaroo are weird, right? Because don't they, like, almost box with their legs and shit? So I feel like if you're, like, a crazy boxer and you're trained like that, you could probably fight a kangaroo, even though he'll still kill you in the end. Shit. The Leviathan axe is hot. Is it? Yeah, they kick hard. I imagine. Never been kicked by one, and I think I'm good with that. I could fight a fish. I might be able to fight a fish. I think I might be able to take a goldfish that's in a small bowl, you know, where they stay tiny. Never actually played Quake and another couple classics. Am I a fake gamer? Well, I will tell you right now, to answer a sillier question, or more of a jokey question, I should say, with a more serious answer, there's no such thing as a fake gamer. If anybody ever tries to unironically call you one because you only play on easy mode or you only play this type of game, that dude is a loser. So just remember that. Leviathan, Rain World, Ultra Kill? Yeah. Have you seen how big goldfish get in the wild? Yeah, that's why I want it to be in a bowl. If there's a goldfish in a bowl, I'm going to fight its owner. Not like a cereal bowl. Those stupid, stereotypical little fish bowls. Got 1,700 hours in Fallout 76. I got no grounds to talk shit to people. I don't know. I feel like, because I was there day one, you know, I played it with some friends and thought this is pretty good-ish. Only when I'm playing with friends. If you're alone, worthless. Worthless by yourself, I would say. It's like when Sea of Thieves came out. Zach and I both played it separately for like one time, and then went, yeah, if I don't play with friends, this is the worst video game of all time. Also, 650 hours in Skyrim. See, that ain't bad. If I'm looking at, like... Oh, God, I think Gmod is still, like, my highest hour count at 800. I do not stick in games for thousands of hours. I really don't. Bloons Tower Defense. That feels like one of those games that you could really lose thousands of hours in, you know? Skyrim, Oblivion, or Morrowind, which is your personal favorite? So I did get the chance to play Oblivion and Morrowind when I was a kid. I really liked Morrowind's vibe, but because I was a kid and sucked, I could never make it very far. And that one's definitely not geared towards dumb, idiot kid gamers like myself. So I had to drop it at a certain point. I never got to own Oblivion for myself, so I had to skip that one. And then I got Skyrim day one, night one. I went to a midnight release of Skyrim with my best friend at the time, and it's always going to be Skyrim. I understand, like, when I go back and play Oblivion, I'm like, wow, they really simplified the shit out of Skyrim. Kind of to a disappointing degree. But, I don't know, it's always going to be Skyrim, just for the sentimental reasons. Animal Crossing. Absolutely, Animal Crossing fucking rules. Even though PAX was busy for you, did you manage to see the Pacific Drive stand with the cool... Oh, yeah. I stood there looking like an... So, because I had a media-esque badge, or it says content creator on mine, not me. You guys can kind of see it. It's out of focus on the... How do I do this? I'm not used to... I could never be a weatherman. It says content creator. It's not media. But I did get access to PAX 1 hour early the first day, and that was one of the first booths I stopped by was... Ironwood and Pacific Drive. Just wanted to say hi now that their game has not only been out for a while, but they've been continuing to improve and expand it. It is a shame midnight releases don't exist anymore. That actually pisses me off. Legitimately. It was such a fun part of the communal culture surrounding video games. It was so legitimately fun, and I'm pissed off that I only got to experience one. And man, that one really disappoints me. Just as much as, say, E3 disappearing and all of the companies starting to transition over to, let's just do a fucking live stream. Yeah, that's fun. That's why I was really excited to go to Summer Game Fest with Zach, even though there wasn't anything for us to do because the actual let's go play stuff part is invite industry only, and we just got to see a 2-hour show. It was getting to go in person that's important. Game Informer, in my video, that pissed me off. That made me sad. But I digress. Gears of War. You have to remember, I was a PlayStation kid growing up. So whenever I got access to anything Xbox, it was only when I went to visit friends. That is how I got to experience Left 4 Dead. I saw a little bit of Gears of War. It's how I was able to play any Halo games growing up. Man, that's a fucked up post, dude. Do you keep a list of movie shows and games to collect? Do you think you'll ever be done? I don't think I'll ever be done. Just because I always remember, oh, right, that game, or find a new one that I think is really cool. I have an incredibly obscure PC game that came out in like 97 or something like that called The Day the World Broke. I have like a sealed copy of it. It's so cool. You know, there's all these things that I'm either finally able to find from my childhood or I learn about and go, that is so cool, I need that. Like there is a PlayStation 1 game that only ever came out in Japan. What the hell is it called? Something Park or whatever. It takes place in a weird mountain town out in Colorado or something like that. No, Mizurna Falls. Mizurna Falls is what it's called. I gotta get that. It looks so fucking cool. Yeah, you're never really done once you start. Unless you just, you look at it one day and you go, I kind of just don't like it. I don't like it anymore. It's just stupid. I'm going to get rid of it. And when it comes to playing games with everybody, I've done that a few times on stream, but generally the ones I want to play with other people are not ones you would want to play. Be like, oh, let's do Tower Unite. Let's go play mini golf. And a few people will join, but how many people really have Tower Unite? Always looking forward to hearing your voice when I open an MK video. No offense to the others. Oh, there'd be none taken on their part. Well, let me grab something. Oh, my knees! Oh, God! I can't feel them anymore! Oh, no! I'm just kidding. I'm lying. My knees are fine. They're still attached to my body. I made you panic. Oh! Gotta head off for the night. Hope you all have a great evening. Take care. Take care, Just a Commenter. We'll see you next time. There he is. I'm so sorry. We need to rescue the GameCubes that I have trapped in a net. Well, what's right above me is I don't actually think we have an above first floor storage at this house. I think it's just this basement. And Riz Chaos sent another super chat of $2. You know what they said? Or you know what they said. Break a leg or two. I don't think they said or two. I think it's always just one. It's always just one. Thank you for the $2 so much, Riz. Embarrassing parasocial confession. I bought Tower Unite in the hopes of sniping one of your mini golf games on there, but then I actually got really into it. 2021 was a weird time. See, I like that, though. I like that you actually ended up enjoying the game. Because I think Tower Unite is a fantastic game, and whenever I get going about Tower Unite, I have to mention that just the reason I think it's such a good game is... Oh, wow, it actually says supports VR mode now. I forgot they were working on that. Pixel Tail has done what a lot of developers just don't do. You spend $20 on this thing one time, and they just keep it updating it forever with fun, worthwhile stuff to do. Also, hey, Tempest Foxo? What if you break 3 legs? I don't have a 3rd leg. And, I also have to go, again, have to charge my phone and go to sleep. Well, you go get some sleep. Good night for now, Mystical. We will see you next time. I'd have to alert the authorities. Would you really now? We playing Silent Hill, just return to the stream to Harry Mason's big ass. Dude, Harry is flat. You know it. I know it. I mean, I haven't really been playing it. It's mainly been here for reference, so you know what you can expect coming Friday when I start. Because I do want to play Silent Hill 1. I do want to play some of these PlayStation 1 horror games that I have, PlayStation 2 horror games. I just want to do it on the PlayStation. This is emulated. And emulation kind of pisses me off sometimes. When I'm streaming it, I don't like it. When I'm playing by myself, I do. Alert the SCP organization. The organization? Does he have that Hank? I don't think Harry has the Hank Hill ass. You know, where he has to, like, get an ass supplement? We need a full-body tattoo tour. I mean, I already kind of showed them all. The only one I didn't was this one right here. That is my Sea of Thieves tattoo right on the top of my boob. This means pirate or Polaris, because I always thought it meant Polaris from the game, because the star is next to it. Do you watch MK videos on your own time? I do not watch MK videos on my own time, just because, you know, I work for them and do work for them, so I'm just like, it's not for me. It's what I do. I do the work. I don't want to listen to it myself, just because I did it. And if I listen to those videos that I did, I should probably be hit with a truck. I wish I had a bigger ass. Every chair is really uncomfortable. See, that's why I got myself a used office chair from Goodwill. This thing rules. By the end. Do you have a... No, I do not. I have to go to work now. Well, that's why you said by the end. I'm stupid. Well, goodbye for now, the end. Well, you just come back later. It's fine. Bye-bye. Office chairs with the headrest? Oh, I see. I do have a really tall-backed IKEA chair that's usually here, but I switched back to this one because, I don't know, I've been doing so much sitting. I really need to start working out again. You know, I'm starting to feel like I'm feeling it in my legs and in my feet that I just don't use my muscles enough. Who is MK? Like, are you all friends who made a channel where... So, it was... Slazo created MK, and I think he did the first few videos himself. Then he brought Damien on, and Damien started doing those, and then Damien left to do some other pursuits, and by then, it was a pretty big channel. It had like 1 million subs at that point, and then I was brought in. I didn't like take over. At that point, Slazo had the idea of, so we're going to have you'll be on here for like a month, but then we want to add 2 more people to it. Jack and Lexi, my God. And yeah, it's just been that way. Although I think now we have Damien and Easy Peasy stopped. Like they sort of closed Easy Peasy down. So Zach is now on MK with us. I lay on my bed when playing games. See, I can't do that. I need to be up. I need to be up and at 'em, damn it. If you could create a horror game involving a mythical creature, which one would you pick? I don't know what the story would be. Wouldn't be able to come up with that off the top of my head. Oh, God. As far as the creature, I don't have any, like, favorite monsters other than maybe... I really like Siren Head, but I feel like most... Because, first of all, everything that's been made about Siren Head has been done against the creator's wishes. So I already don't like them for that. But I would like to see that monster in something really bad that has the blessing of the creator. So maybe someday, or maybe it has happened and I just don't know. Thoughts on Lady Domitresque? I think she needs to chill out. I just learned that Lunchables are set 79% lead. I don't think that number's right. 79% lead, you're basically eating pencils from the 60s. There's no way it's that much lead. People would be dying if it were that much. Chupacabra, but you play as a goat? That could be interesting. Now you pencils all the time. Well, it's fine now. It's graphite. That's fine for you. We here at Robin LLC do not actually support, for legal reasons, the eating and consumption of graphite on a regular basis. That's unhealthy for you. The more you know. It is plastic in a box, though. Lots of stuff is plastic. We wear a lot of plastic. I think this is a cotton shirt. However, I have a lot of clothes that are just polyester. Plastic, baby! How many packs of cheese have you consumed? Oh, all of them. Yeah, I've got plastic in my veins, too. What's the statistic right now? About a credit card worth of plastic in the body? Understood, Robin Hood. I think that's the first time anyone's ever said that to me, and that's cute. I like that. Oh, that's adorable. At school, it's military week, meaning a branch of the military comes each week to try and recruit. I know the military showed up at one point when I was in high school. No, I got a phone call. When I turned 18, the day of, I got a phone call from an Army recruiter. Or maybe it was Air Force or something. It was a recruiter. I told him, no, thank you. I'm good. But, of course, you still have to sign up for selective service regardless at this point. So, did that when I registered to vote. For cream cheese? No, not cream cheese. When I'm going for, like, cheese sticks or cottage cheese, man. Hydra. The immortal head escapes from where it was buried, and you have to survive as it grows bigger and find a way to defeat it. That could introduce some mechanics. Some fun mechanics. I like sharks. I'd never eat one, though. I do like seeing those. Those are fun. Especially since military recruiters seem to... I don't know why that's a word. It's really hard for me to say. Recruiters. Recruiters. It's a really hard word. I don't know why. But... yeah, I like seeing people mess with them a little bit since, they get to lie and make stuff up to get you to sign stuff. Sharks are adorable outside the cinemas. You are correct. The 35-year-old recruiters. Hey, I'm almost 35. I'm kidding, I'm not almost 35. I'm almost 29, though. I'm going to have to face harsh reality about physical health and taking care of myself very soon. What would you do if tarantulas learned to use small firearms? Honestly, they'd be less scary to me. Like, if I saw a tarantula holding a fucking Glock at me, I'd be scared, but I'd be like, oh, I'm not as scared of, how scary you look. Now you got a gun. The fear is taken and put somewhere else. 54 seems low for how many people seem to like you on MK. Well... I never bring up the viewer numbers or anything like that. It's never good for you. I never pay attention to that. And this wasn't posted to MK. This is my personal channel, as you can tell. So of course things are a little bit different over here on this channel. I think it's a little over a year old now, actually, this channel. So, and that is important that we're having fun. And obviously I hope more and more people get wind of me doing the live streams and come by and continue to have fun. And we all grow together. And I make so much money I can buy a airship. A blimp? No. 30 comes for everyone, my dude. It does. It does. And it is racing at me right now. It's doing that... the cop from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, it's doing a Tom Cruise run at me right now. It is rapidly approaching, and I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. I'm never going to grow up, though. I did get a comment on my Astrobot review that I thought was quite cute, because the guy said, look, I like Astrobot, too. I just think it's kind of funny that a grown man is getting so excited about it and going so over the top with it. It's for families, dude. Look, you have no idea who it is you're talking to here. I don't care. I like the stupid little robot game. Me big boy. Me like stupid robot game. Yeah, I can buy the South Park Snow Day DLC. God, I haven't touched that since the review either. I'm over here being dorky as hell with my Sakura Santa when goofs. What? Shark, an awesome name. I like the shark that just hasn't died yet. The one who's been around for 400 plus years. Like the Greenland shark or something like that. Anyway, I honestly wish you streamed more. Well, the idea is to stream more. Even if it's just for, say, October, or like the consistency, I would like to do it more. I'm trying to figure out a way to do it as properly as I can, because I don't know. It's when you do it on. I'm trying to look at people like, say, Bricky. He's a really good example of someone that does stream all the time, and also, has the YouTube channel where he makes videos, but he doesn't stream on that channel. He has a separate channel that he'll stream on, and then he'll stream on Twitch at the same time. So I don't know. We're looking into figuring that out. What's the best way to do it? Because I don't want to kill off enthusiasm or fatigue people quicker by doing things here if that's a bad idea. But we'll see. Always love to see the streams, and I always like doing them when I finally get around to doing them again. It's just every now and then they start fucking up, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing when a stream starts collapsing because your internet sucks, or like the last time I tried streaming, like 6 months ago, I loaded it up. I didn't change anything about the stream. I just loaded it up, and for whatever reason, no one could hear me. Everything was fine on my end, but no one could. And it wasn't the joke. People weren't pranking me saying I was muted. They just couldn't hear me. So, and there's nothing I could do. It drove me crazy. So sometimes it can be a little stressful when it just won't fucking work right, all right? Have you tried Chicago-style pizza before? Also, where's the cheese? In Chicago-style pizza or just in general? Because I have had Chicago deep dish, like, before, where they put the sauce on top of the cheese for whatever reason. That's like, as Zach put it, that's the pizza that's a pie, all right? And I love it. Can't be embarrassed when it's the platform messing up. Well, there are times where I can be embarrassed. I'm embarrassed regardless, because even if it's not my fault, I'm still the one, sitting here talking muted and, getting all excited while also looking like a jackass. If you could turn one state into one giant beaver sanctuary, which one would you choose? Every other living thing there would instantly evaporate. Good Lord. I don't know. Have you seen hundreds of beavers? They might be working on that already. Since you like horror games, have you thought about playing The Forest or Sons of the Forest with viewers? I don't know if you could do that with viewers, right? Isn't that like a couple people can join? It's not like I can get 5, 10, 20 people in there. Real deep. I like Detroit style a lot too. That big deep pan pizza. Yeah, 4. See, that one wouldn't really work. It would need to be a bigger thing where no one has to host something, even though I don't think you have to necessarily. Anyway, stuff like that would have to be very carefully thought out. And for the spooky season, I've already got like a loose idea of what I'm doing. I really, really, really want the first game to be Silent Hill 2 remake. I want to try that. But maybe I'll do Silent Hill 2 original, like trade off. I'll do original, then I'll do remake. Oh my god. I'll do Jackbox. I'm very, you already know I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in. I like it that way. For real though, I am strange in many, many ways, but I hate using the term performance anxiety because a lot of people associate that with sex. That's not what I fucking mean. I mean, like in general, performing, I get really anxious. And that game is try to be funny incarnate, and it drives me crazy, and it makes me freak out. And then suddenly, when I try to be funny, I could not be less funny. I think that happens with a lot of people who don't get to pick their moments right. When I have to like draw shit and be hilarious or come up with a funny catchphrase, nothing hurts more as someone who has been called funny their whole lives, who has made somewhat of a career off of being funny in some way. Nothing hurts more than when you are with your friends and no one ever laughs at the thing you did. It's silent. It's dead silent. It hurts. It's like you're bombing doing stand-up. No thank you. I'd like to play Jackbox. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can catch... Well, we'll do it someday. What are you supposed to say? Tubular. Fist bump. I enjoy Robin's rants and the timers that the editor always brings in. I thought that was a funny idea, because I think he came up with that initially, and then I was told about it, and then so now I'm able to go, put that timer away. It's fun. It adds some interactivity. By the way, for those of you here that do watch MK, have they, because I don't keep track of it for the most part, have they uploaded the video that Damien and Zach did together, or the video that Damien and I did together where we used our face cams. Because we did one, like we recorded those like a month, almost 2 ago at this point, I feel like. People have been asking for the narrators to actually get into a call and do them together for a long time now. And we finally started to do that with a couple of test videos, and we just haven't seen them yet. It seems like no. It seems like that hasn't happened yet. It will. We did do those. They said they were editing them. Hopefully they get around to it sometime this decade. Oh! Yeah, I figured not. Anyway, yeah, those are coming. See, that's why you come to these live streams, man. If I'm not playing spooky games or being weird or showing off more of the stream setup that, I have not... Again, the biggest part of this stream setup is the be right back screen, but I haven't had a reason to actually, be right back. What kind of horror games do you like? So think Silent Hill, think Resident Evil. Combat's not necessary, but it's a bonus for me. I like being able to fight back and, upgrade a pistol or something like that. Just survival horror in general. I'll give all of those a try, really. They're my favorite. Outlast? Oh my god. Maybe one day I'll work up the courage for Outlast. I do want to try Space Marine 2. I've heard so many great things about that. But in our house, our resident Warhammer roommate is gone for the next, 10 weeks, so... Dead Space, yes. I'm pretty sure I still own Dead Space Remake. I gotta do it. I'll do it. As much as it's funny, because I love horror. I love horror games. I love horror movies. But I'm the biggest bitch in the world, man. I'm such a big baby. I spend way too much time in the bathroom in Resident Evil. Which one? Have you seen Transformers 1? Yes! Loved Transformers 1. That movie fucking rules. Been lint rolling this hoodie for 5 minutes and it's still covered in fur. Well, that makes sense. You got a fluffy cat at home. But yeah, Transformers 1 rules. If you are a Transformers fan, even if you're not, go see it. It's a good movie in general. Arise, Optimus Prime. Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised at how well... I think the only disappointing part about Transformers 1 that Zach and I agreed on was that we wish that they sort of gave the original voice actors a cameo. So it was like a send-off, so to speak, a real passing of the torch. Instead, it just felt like, fuck those guys. I would have really appreciated hearing them in there. The Evil Within. I have... hold on. Yeah, I've got both of them. I have both of them, and I started playing 1. I cannot remember why I stopped, though. I think I've heard that 2 is definitely better than 1. But I'm not. Hey, Beeb! Optimus Prime gives that Sloptimus Prime to Carl. What is with you and Carl? You're really obsessed with Carl. You might have a problem when it comes... Well, thank you for the super chat, by the way. I really love Optimus Prime. Amnesia the Bunker. Not really combat, more stealth horror. I hate stealth. But I'd give it a try, because I heard the bunker fucking rules. Bye, Huckleberry. See you next time. My thinking is that Peter Cullen and Frank Welker are good for older, more experienced Optimus or Megatron. Well, we're not going to be seeing them. If they get a trilogy of these movies like the director wants, we're not seeing them until maybe the very end of that third movie. I don't even know. I just wish they were in 1, because I don't think we're going to hear them otherwise. Up at 3 a.m., put on an MK compilation. See, I don't do that. It would keep me up. Just because I'd hate hearing myself. Have you played Metro games? Yeah, I think the Metro games are awesome. They're very good. And Alien Isolation isn't really survival horror. That one, I mean, it is. It is. But it's survival horror in the most raw, traditional way you could think of, because whenever I see bits of that game, you're not really fighting back. You're dealing with it. You are surviving, but you're not really fighting back. That's another Be quiet and be perfect, or you're screwed. What is this, mother? Ah, something about Halloween. I just think Carl's neat. The Last of Us. Yeah, that's a weird one. I mean, because that one's not really horror, right? I wouldn't call that horror, but it does have lots of survival horror mechanics built into it, and I really appreciate that. I just really like a lot of the mechanics of find new weapons along the way. And maybe that's like my favorite part, and everything else is secondary, but that was just a nice thing. Can you please pronounce my last name? I just had it legally changed, and I'm curious how other people read it. Angridir? And that's a pretty rough, immediately reading it pronunciation. Did you ever play Until Dawn? Isn't that one getting a remaster soon? Yeah, wait, right? Yeah? Yeah, that one is getting a remaster in a couple of days. I have never, but I now want to. That's why so when I reviewed Alone in the Dark, the reason I played Alone in the Dark was because it was that type of game. You don't really upgrade anything at all during that game, though. It's much more basic and much shorter. But still good enough. That's a solid 7 out of 10. Unfortunately, the studio got shut down. So I recommend buying it. If you ever see it on sale, Alone in the Dark is still well worth playing. It's very fun. And now that it's fixed, it's even more worth it. Yes, did I get it right? But did you play it Alone in the Dark? I think, well, we streamed it once. And then I got to the final boss and could not beat him because I was tired and sucking, so I just ended the stream at the final boss. Ah, shit, God, okay. All right, wait, mean? Mean? What? Have you ever considered a series where you just play the games rather than review it? I mean, I really enjoy the reviewing part because I get to practice my writing. It's been really helping me analyze stuff and pay closer attention to things when I do that. I don't want to just do gameplay stuff. That would be a fun part about being able to stream them, is I can stream them and then do a more like reviewy type thing later using that streaming footage. But my computer is not strong enough to record and stream at the same time. No joke. Fucking really expensive parts up in this bitch, and I can't do that. You're pretty. You're wrong. I did get it right. Really? Surprising. I'm usually pretty bad with names. Still Wakes the Deep. That one was pretty new, wasn't it? Yeah, that one looked pretty fun. Fucking horrifying. Oh. 1975. Developed by The Chinese Room. It's a hell of a development studio name. Yeah, it is fun. It's fun to try and write that stuff, And I'll think about Subnautica, but I also have a, oh god, what's the name of that phobia? Thalassophobia, I think? But I'm glad that the way I do the game reviews can work for some people. Astrobot was really, really simple. I wished I could have kept up the momentum with Alone in the Dark and South Park Snow Day. I wished I could have continued to go crazy, because no one knows this other than Zach and Mike and Nikki and everybody in the house. No one knows this, but my review of Crow Country, I had emailed, up in Denver, there's a theme park called Elitch Gardens. And I was going and got permission to film at the theme park after closing at night to review Crow Country, where it would come back to me and I'm walking through an actual theme park. But I didn't end up doing it because this stuff was starting to really mount cost-wise. And I went, shit, I'm not paying the theme park to do this, but, we got to get up to Denver, we got to pay for gas, we got to do all this stuff, and these videos don't make money. They make an average of $3 each at the end of the day on ad revenue. So I really, at that point, I went, fuck it, I have to tone everything back down, more like the Helldivers review. Even though, if I had an easier way of keeping things in home, like Alone in the Dark, that was all just filmed in the basement outside my room, I would totally do it. One of my favorite videos I've ever made. Fucking love that one. But it started to snowball, and it would have if I had kept going at this rate, I would have spent thousands of dollars making these, and I don't want to go bankrupt. I don't want to do that. Someone on PlayStation Sony said they don't have enough IP. Yeah, I mentioned that in my review. That he was quoted as saying that they don't have enough IP, whether it be for movies, TV shows, or games, that they fostered from the beginning, which is stupid. Are you planning on streaming again so I can be around when you do? Yes. Right now, the loose plan is Friday. Later Friday, probably similar time frame, around 8 p.m. Eastern. Not Eastern, 8 p.m. Mountain time, MST, when I get started. Again, that's sort of like rough. I never guarantee start, end times, whatever, or days right now. But I'm thinking Friday because that's when the retrotink is supposed to get here. Supposed to. Glad I caught the stream. I'm glad you are. I'm glad a lot of people popped by. It's always... generally, my first stream back always has a few, maybe like 10 or 20 more people than the next 50 are going to get. So it's nice that y'all came by and hung out. But what I'm going to do is we're going to test that BRB screen I was telling you guys about, because I have to pee. So I'm going to, don't talk about eggs while I'm gone. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oh, there it is. Anyway, that seriously, as I said while I was muted, I listened to that first song for just a second before walking away. Don't remember putting that in that playlist, but it's fucking funny. The dude was playing a drink cup with a straw in the beginning there. Yeah, it seems like that system is working so far. Howdy, Barrett. How are you doing? Although there's a few things I would like to change around in here. Like, I'd like to have something for at least me to listen to in the background of this. Oh, no, I forget to unmute all the fucking time. A musical collab? I mean, I don't mind the idea. I can't make music. Like, I could say that, though, with complete certainty. I cannot make any music. My God. But yeah, so the way this BRB screen works is, as I, briefly mentioned earlier in the beginning, I can sing, sure. I'm great, Barrett. Thank you so much for dropping on in. Hopefully you like the type of stream that you're seeing. Would you ever stream a full game? No, I would not do that. No chance. But yeah, the way that BRB screen works is I've filmed all kinds of random crap. I filmed fake commercials, and everything is actually practically filmed by me with my camera and run through the VCR and all that shit. But the way it's organized is it's supposed to pop in with a, hey, we'll be right back, and then play a loop with a random song. Then it might play a, hey, we'll be right back again. Then it'll play a loop with a random song. And then every now and then you're probably going to see one of the fake commercials I filmed. Yes, we try to keep it practical here. Were those fake commercials on your Twitter for the BRB screen? Yeah, they were. There's one I filmed today that y'all have not seen, though. Although, it's not like a special, like, crazy one. It's for, like, super chats. It's a super chat advertisement because I thought, hey, we can actually put, like, real, like, ads in there. I'm looking at the wrong camera because I'm an idiot. But it's like the better version of being put on hold. Yeah. See, like if I went back and clicked on it again, let's see what... So the weird algorithm or whatever that's in there that chooses this stuff likes to favor some stuff a few times in a row. But I am curious. If we click on it again, like if I'm going to pee again, what's going to happen? I'll be right back, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic time. I know I am, but at this precise moment, I must pee! In the meantime, why don't you speak amongst yourselves about, well, anything really. Anything except for eggs. For the love of God, keep the eggs out of the conversation, or so help me. See? Not bad. Not a bad, goofy little, It just starts looping the end of that. And then we can come back. Would you classify the granny games? It's actually very well done. Well, look, I didn't do all of the actual work. That's all Sam for sure. He's done all the actual work into making this system be less than 10,000 individual videos that I have to choose and select from and hope it works and whatnot. Clawfinger. I am the back. Hello, Van! You're back just in time. Bye! I'm just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. See, look, okay. So it chose this one again. So it will favor some a little bit. It'll try choosing it more often than I would like in the beginning. Not really a whole lot we can do about that. But then, like, if I go back now, is it gonna do the same thing? Yep. God damn it. So they're like through no fault of our own, because I mean he's tried all kinds of tweaks and whatnot. We're working on it. Third time's the charm, huh? God damn it! Are you serious with this? Ah, come on! Oh man, very spoopy. Are you a scrambled or fried egg kind of guy? I am give me eggs kind of guy. Although actually my favorite is over easy. I like over easy eggs. Round of applause for Sam the man. He's doing his best with these. I come to him with these crazy stupid ideas for stream stuff, and then he tries to make it happen. Fourth time's the charm? Oh, hey, it is actually a different one. Oh god, is this Resident Evil? What is this music? Oh, it totally sounds like it, right? Right? Yeah, so, you know what? That's a fair egg opinion. I'd also just eat that. Just give me the egg. I love eggs. Give me the eggs! So you said, yeah, I love ovaries. They're my favorite eggs. Do you know of Dr. Bees? No, but I know of Dr. Lips. Do not talk to that guy. If you see anything on these, in any of the fake commercials I've made, coming from Dr. Lips, just, if he messages you, don't block him. Block him immediately. That guy is always up to no good. Sorry, I'm gonna keep clicking. Don't talk about Mr. Hands in here. I'm gonna keep clicking on the BRB thing to where we really want to test it and see what we're working with. Someone get this man. Oh, do not send eggs to my PO box. That is not right. How many Evil Dead movies do you have physically? I personally don't own any yet because I'm waiting for like a collection and everything. But I know Zach has. I believe he has 1, 2. He's got Army of Darkness, which isn't Evil Dead, but you know what I mean. All right, let's click it again. Oh, you fucker! No. Why? It really wants that one. What the hell? Sam, you're seeing this, right? That's like the 5th time in the last, 7 clicks that one has started playing. Oh, you fucker! Come on. See, look at that. Look at that. Sam, you're here. You see this shit. Man. Thoughts on the new Hellboy? There's a new Hellboy movie coming out? How did I not know that? Ah, there's something different. Yeah, the ghost guy, that one's like 75%. Gotta know what's going on there, man. Somebody tell that ghost to get the hell out of here, man. He was only semi-invited. You know what I mean? So right now, the big thing about the way we have it currently set up is that I'd have to be gone for a little while from the stream in order for the fake commercials to play and whatnot, because we only have a few of them. I think I have 3, 2 of which people have seen on Twitter, but I only have 3, and it's really hard to come up with. I can't come up with 30 of them, especially not this month, because this overlay is supposed to be the spooky month overlay. It's supposed to be, September, October. So spooky months, yes. Nothing happens in September, all right? It's the first day of autumn is in September. Spooky time then, too. But, it's a new pharmacy near me with a red and white logo. I think I'm getting a flu shot there. Walgreens? CVS? I mean, yeah, get your flu shot for sure, though. Is the BRB ghost the ghost of Christmas past or Halloween future? We may never know. But yeah, I think we might tweak it a little bit so that maybe those BRB screens only last 30 seconds instead of 60 seconds, so that maybe you have a chance to see one of the fake ads. Because I can't force it to show you one of them, because I think you'd get a kick out of what I'm doing with them, for sure. And hella lucky. What did I complain about? Oh, right. Nobody likes September. That's why I choose to begin my spooky month in September. Plus, 2 months out of the year, much more fun and easier to look forward to than 1 month out of the year. Is there a reason you paint your nails other than you just like to? Well, it also does kind of help me stop, because I don't bite them. I'm an idiot. I bite them and rip them in between my teeth and shit like a psycho. I need to stop that. And that does help, but I also do like it. Thoughts on horror that looks like kids media but's actually scary? That Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is fucking awesome. That I love that, even though it might be a little more surface level. Oh God, my brain barely functions these days, mind you. I can't think of the right words at all. Kind of embarrassing. Subversion of expectations. I like that. I like it, especially when there's clearly work put into it. I get the title, but when I'm scared, I want to be hugged. Don't hug me, I am scared. Oh, Smiling Friends is super fun. I actually, when my mom visited, she just turned 48. So when she was visiting, I was like, okay, this show's made by like these guys are a little bit older than me, like a few years. They're probably in their really early 30s at this point. So it's like, it's made by younger people, for even younger people, with the weirdest humor possible. You're from a totally different generation. I want you to watch the first episode. So I had my mom watch the first episode of Smiling Friends, and she thought it was pretty good. She liked it. She didn't like bust out laughing and crap her pants, like some of us did when we were watching it. But she was like, yeah, it's kind of fun. The farmer's thing was meant to be a Resident Evil joke. Oh, I see. Umbrella. Gotcha. Well, Umbrella, to my knowledge, did they have like little corner pharmacy stores? Your mom's so young. That is correct. Here. All right. You know what? Who's betting? Who's betting that if I hit the BRB button again, it's going to be that fucking ghost again? It's going to be that stupid little ghost. What do we think? What do we think? It's that one guy. That's right. Mewing Krat? Ghost. I'm betting my life savings. I'll hold you to that. Dinosaur Office? No, I've not heard of Dinosaur Office. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh, it was this one again. Okay.
I'll be right back.
There are two specific, I call them interstitials or bumpers. There are two specific ones I am trying to get to play because I think people would appreciate them, but they won't fucking play. I tried to show my mom Clerks, and she said the movie is just talking, and she hated it. We tried watching Clerks 2, and she laughed at the Lord of the Rings walking joke. I will say Clerks 2 is my favorite, especially out of the three. I think it's my favorite Kevin Smith movie in general. But it is a lot more, hey, he got a lot more money. He had a full, like, crazy set. Obviously, it was way more of a legit production than what he did for one. But, man, I love 2. I love 2 so much. Let's hit the BRB again. Let's see what happens. Okay, it was that one again. It has a favor. Okay, there's that one. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Son of a bitch. It's gonna start doing that one now, isn't it? It's gonna start doing that one now. Oh, you fucker. Have you seen the 4:30 movie? No, not yet, but I saw that physical edition pre-orders are already going out, so I'm kind of waiting for that.
You've been watching a grown man streaming on YouTube. He'll be right back, so don't you go anywhere, folks, or else.
That was one I was waiting for. A couple of these have different voice actors, so yeah, that is Jack's Films. He did actually agree to voice that one for me. I heard a ghost. The figurines, yeah, that was just a dumb prop I bought from Target. A lot of these are, actually. If there was a way we could make the audio do that, I think I brought it up at one point, but it's just a little too... There's some things that are either too difficult to do or way too intensive or just don't really work yet. But we're still working on some stuff. That noise was me. No, thank you for apologizing. Not accepted. It's just like Spotify Shuffle, picking several of the same handful of random selection. Well, the music selection is perfectly random. That part has been pretty good. It's the video selection and its structure that's very hard to get right. Speaking of Jack's Films, what happened with the Minecraft thing? Yeah, so I was there for like a testing night initially with them, testing out their game show thing that they were doing. And then I fell into, like the day it happened, the day everything came out, I fell into, like, probably one of the deepest depressions of my entire life, and I just can't show my face there. So I've never been involved past that one night. Is the mic too close to you or just ginormous? It's pretty close. It is pretty close to me. And it's big. It's just a large-ass microphone in general. Ugh. This thing does not help it look any smaller, though. There we go. Also, for retro sounding audio, do you mean like in OBS or in a different program? I'm not biting the microphone. Do you like your microphone circumcised or uncircumcised? I don't know. See what happens if I click it again.
Hello there, my friends. I hope you're enjoying yourself this spooky live stream. We here at Robin Industries LLC would like to remind you to take your popcorn with you when you leave. Keep your desks and rooms clean. This show is sponsored by Robin and contributions from viewers like you. Also, to the viewer driving a white Toyota Yaris, your car is gone. Have a spooky time!
Okay. Not so bad. Not so bad, yeah. Dude, I made that one like a month ago at this point, it feels like. What do the covers on mics do? Well, it can help keep dust out. This thing right here, it does help a little bit with plosives, but since it's a big one, it does also cut out some of your higher end. This is already a very bassy, boomy mic. Yeah, that one's my personal favorite. I have a lot more of those to do. I'm sure I can come up with a butt ton more of at least like the interstitials to space things out and whatnot. Must retire from the night. Enjoyed the bits of the stream I was here for. Have a good night, Zombro. We'll see you next time. We better fucking see you next time. Good night. Yeah, it's great. Next time in about a year. Yeah, don't I fucking know it. Oh, God. I am wondering if, okay. Yo, what's up, Cash? How you doing? 2 hours and 21 minutes. Really good for tenors and baritones. Yeah, yeah, no, I can't do that. The stare at the camera was unnerving. I did that earlier. No one mentioned it. Well, take your leave. Good night for now. I know it says no ID, but I'm going to call you Noid. You're Noid. Avoid the Noid. But I do wonder if there's maybe another way of organizing the BRB thing. To maybe it's split into BRB 1 and 2 or something. I don't know. Everyone calls me either. That's fair. Noid. I want to change my username, so next stream my username will be... Honestly, I don't know, but I'm not leaving yet. Okay, good. You'll figure it out. Noid. I hate the Noid. He ruins pizza. I don't know. He seems like a cool enough guy. He seems okay enough. I think anyway. I don't know. Shit. Oh, that's going to be that's literally the username? That's what you mean? Why are you doing... Why? Ooh, another picture from Zach. Hold on, let me see. Yeah! They played my favorite ELO song. That's awesome. I'm glad they're having a great time, it seems. Yeah, maybe I should make the dancing ghost more of a leitmotif, so to speak. Have you had the new... I have not. I've never tried a voodoo. Last concert I went to was the Sonic Symphony. I think the last one I went to was Weird Al, like 2 years ago or something. I think. No, I'm not gonna stop doing that. Shut the fuck up. Here, let's try it again. Serious. Unfortunately, I cannot force it to show the ads, but we're going to figure it out. We're probably just going to cut down on some of the looping screens, probably readjust them in a way. I am not a concert guy. They make me very uncomfortable for the most part. I don't mind concerts where like I just get to chill, sit, and watch and check them out. What was tearing down the stage for Tool like? Annoying. Because their stage is fucking crazy. And I know someone actually, they made a comment a couple times, saying that I probably worked with their dad or something here in the Colorado Springs area. I didn't tear down the stage here in Colorado Springs. I worked with a different local IATSE up in Spokane. That's where I did that. Weird Al's going on concert again. Yeah, and he's actually coming through Colorado Springs again, so I might do that because I thought it was cool. If you could redesign Pyramid Head, how could you... I would not change Pyramid Head at all. Masahiro Ito is one of the greatest artists of our time, okay? I would not change a thing about Red... And technically, his name is Red Pyramid Thing. When it played that one, I went from... Played what one? Oh. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Rectangle Head. I think I mentioned it earlier that I've got a couple favorite SCPs, one of which I cannot remember the actual number for. But the other one, Cragwood, I think it's called Cragwood Park. And then the other one was these two local pizza companies that start like a little war, and then it ends like the universe or some shit. Internship time. Well, good night. Hopefully all is well on internship land, or in internship land. Hopefully nothing stupid happens and they let you go early if you have nothing to do, as per usual. I always thought that some of the other monsters were way freakier than Pyramid Head. I think when it comes to Pyramid Head, it's not that he's scariest. It's that I guess the visual representation, the physical manifestation of guilt, knowing what James did in at least one of the endings... Or, I mean, he did bad things in at least two of them, minimum. But there's something almost self-punishing, for lack of better terminology, about what Pyramid Head is. It's a guy with an identical build to James, for the most part, with this thing it looks like he put on and locked himself in, you know. Pyramid Head is from Silent Hill 2. But, yeah, when it comes to that design, it has a lot more meaning, what it could be about, what it could be referencing, than say just the spooky monsters that you see. And there's a lot of meaning in a lot of the spooky monsters in general. Like Silent Hill 2 has so much going on, lots of, what would you say, sexual assault undertones in general, particularly with some characters over others. Pyramid Head is a true edger. That's how you come into my shit, Brandon? That's how you come in here? Okay. Any advice for someone trying to relaunch their channel? I made random videos as a kid up until I was 17, and now I'm 20 and want to get back into it. I mean, as far as advice for like relaunching one, just do it. That's what this channel is. I just went, fuck it. I would like a channel to be about me, as narcissistic as that may be. Me. I'm going to do that and just work on things I've wanted to work on, like writing. But how do you, work on that with other passions? How do you mix your passions together into something? So I'm like, I love video games and their stories, and I like writing. I love coming up with stories, even though I don't really come up with stories at all. Good way to practice was video game reviews. That's a really great way of doing it. Silent Hill and Alan Wake crossover when? Probably never. Isn't it a joke for Evil Within that the safe guy is related to Pyramid Head? I'm not sure. I do need to play the Evil Within. Best advice for a channel is make what you want. That's always the best advice. There's all kinds of advice out there for if you would like to grow and be consistent and blah, 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 but I don't care about that stuff anymore. If I grow and I make it, then awesome. That's great. I've always wanted that, of course, but if I don't, this is just a fun thing I get to do, and people enjoy it. Are links allowed in chat? Actually, I don't think they are. I think I might have had them disabled, but I kind of prefer not, just because I don't want anybody clicking links. Alan the Hill, Silent Wake's pretty good. Never make art with the expectation of money. I've spent over $5,000 making this concept album, and it will... Yeah, exactly. Don't expect like any kind of return on your art, no matter what it is. If you're making videos about games and stuff like that, or you're animating or whatever, don't expect it. Free iPhone links. Did something move behind you? Don't say that, dude. Dude, don't say that, dude. Stop it. Stop. No. Brandy, the bad influence. It was me in his room. Wouldn't surprise me if Brandon was somehow fucking in here. I'm gonna hit it again. I'm just kidding. I won't do that to you. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of that stuff. How often does this happen? Well, it hasn't happened for like 6 months, Drop D Mike, but I would like it to happen more often going forward. I've been spending a lot of time building sort of a setup here, and now that it's spooky times, I would like to do some spooky game stuff. So at the very least, this season, I'll be a little bit more. I'll be live a little bit more often. After this holiday season is over, like after Halloween is out, I'll probably switch back to the Windows XP theme I had going on, and then just do more of the chill chatting streams and whatnot. We keep distracting him. Distracting, I mean, yeah. But that's kind of part of the fun. Actually, I think a lot of people here missed the intro. I think the intro was probably the most fun part of the stream. I don't think I have DVR enabled, so I don't think you can like rewind and watch it. But we're working on it. Why do I have so many messages? What did I do? How much longer will the stream last? I don't know. I just go until I'm good. 3 seconds. Oh! Oh! He is in here! Brandon, go away! I'm just kidding. Brandon's dead. Bill Cipher as Pizza on the... Yeah. That's the... It's not actually Bill Cipher, but that little plushie is... He's from Meow Wolf in Denver, Convergent Station. Brandon just sent me a message. Brandon, you know I'm not going to fucking play this. You know how I don't trust you. I don't fucking trust you. Feels like messages to a celebrity. Well, I appreciate the sentiment. I really do. Know that I am not. It's okay. It's for the lore. No, it's not. You're fucking lying, though. So, spooky lore. You know what? Here, I'm going to mute my mic and watch it. And then if you're not lying, then I'll redo it. Okay? So thank you. Thank you for your contribution. Thanks. Woo! Don't trust Brandy. Yeah, it's always the safer bet. Thank you, Brandon. We appreciate you. That's great, man. Hello, Hoglord. Where's the funny doghouse? Oh, you mean in Silent Hill? Hold on, can we find the funny doghouse real quick? Do you think we can, like... Actually, wait, hold on. Where is it on the map? I think I can get you back over to 11th Street. One sec. Let me go back the other direction real fast. Wait, what about 4 million subs? I know you ain't talking about me. Play the piano that I solved in 3 seconds. Yeah, you totally did. I bet you did. I bet you did. I bet you did. Ooh, fuck off and die. Oh, you punk ass. Alright, sorry. Oh! Go the fuck away! Don't touch me, dude! Alright, we're on 11th Street. I believe this is the street where we have the funny doghouse. If you want the funny doghouse, I'll give you the funny fucking doghouse. Hang on. I think this is right. Right? I definitely pressed keys for 10 minutes. Didn't get mad. For sure, for sure. Did I just run past... Oh, no, there it is. Oh, God, I missed it! I missed it entirely! Momentum-based movement sucks! Oh, shit! Oh, come on. I pushed the button too fast. We almost had it. We almost had it. Yes! We did it! See, that's all we needed. The dog is on Right there. They're like a pixel and a half away. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. I'm glad we were able to do that tonight.
Hello there, my friends. I hope...
We won't be right back, I promise. I can still hear the game, like, screaming in my ears because of the fucking radio. Fog everywhere isn't very good game design. Well, this was the PlayStation 1. That fog was mainly out of necessity, and then it became an actual part of the story itself in later games. Initially, I do believe they didn't have fog at all, and people complained about there being this ugly black cutoff in the distance, and it looked kind of like crap, and they're like, can you hide that in any way? Is that the same ghost? That is the same ghost, yeah, the same dancing one. Alright, he hurt me, that's fine. Now we can go away, because that sound is annoying the living shit out of me. Why are they following me? Go away! Stay the fuck away from me! Okay, we're good. Fog did have... It really, really, really helped cover up that really... I mean, very, very low loading distances in this game, so they had to cover it up somehow. Doghouse. Levin Street. Oh my. Oh my, my, my. We were just at some kind of a doghouse, weren't we? That's fucking crazy. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, it was vanishing again. Yeah, the stupid gifs. It's great, because the only reason we have them there... I mean, I have the little ghost around... like underneath the webcam, but the other GIFs are there just to sort of fill a void right now, because there's nothing... We can't figure out what to put there beneath the webcam. Because I did... Again, I think earlier in the stream I mentioned I initially wanted it to be the chat, but doing that would require a very, very annoying process at the start of every single stream to do. So we're trying to think of something else. I didn't grow up with this sort of game, so I'm used to higher render distances. Yeah, this game is from 1999 on... a PlayStation 1. So things were a lot different in terms of game design. And then it turned into necessary game design. It became, if you had a Silent Hill game, you had to have the fog. And they ended up using it for more of the story later on. It doesn't really have a story point necessarily in one. They just rolled with it and it worked. I love the flashing jack-o'-lantern so much. I love these GIFs a lot. They're so stupid, man. I think my favorite aesthetic ever is exactly what these GIFs are. Back when I, like, some of my first memories of the internet, I mean, not really first memories, some of my strongest memories of the internet, and were involved with, like, when I had MySpace, and I started making a MySpace account, and you would put these stupid sticker GIFs all over. So fun. I just love that late 90s internet aesthetic of shitty GIFs. They look so cute. They're so cute. You could put a whole episode of Goosebumps. Yeah, in GIF form, though. No audio, no nothing. It plays really fast, you know? Microsoft clip art as GIFs. Yep. Or sorry, I need to pronounce them GIFs, just in case. It sounds like a sneeze. If I pronounce them both ways, it sounds like a sneeze. I'm only 18. I'm only 42 years old. I would, though. I legitimately... Because they don't have to be animated in order for them to be adorable. I would definitely get these guys tattooed. Gesundheit. Gajif. Jigif. All right, one more. I'm going to BRB one more time. Because I do have to pee again, so, you know. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Why did it do that? Why did it... Quite malicious. I'm gonna let it. I want to let it roll just a tiny bit longer to see what it chooses after this particular "Be Right Back" screen. I want to see just really quick. All right. Were those My Little Pony figures and a Wario figure? Yeah, those are plushies that we have up on a big ass shelf upstairs where those neon signs are. Okay, genuinely, this is my favorite song that I have in this entire folder. It's so fun.
You've been watching a grown man.
Oh, it's this
streaming on
asshole
YouTube.
again.
He'll be right back, so don't you go anywhere, folks, or else.
I really want you guys to see one of the ads. I don't know, it's just so fun. John's Films. John Jacob Jingleheimer Films. Are aliens real? They're not. Okay, I'm just kidding. Of course they're real, dude. Are you kidding me? Of course I'm gonna dress up for Halloween. I'm going as James. Can only be one alien in Astrobot? Just one? No, birds are not real. That one is true. They are not real. They're government implants. Of course there's no shot there's nothing out there. There has to be. Think about it, man. No, I'm not. Don't worry, I won't leave this going for too much longer, I promise. I just really want to see if it'll do what we want it to do correctly. No, don't worry, I'm here. I'm just here in audible spirit for the next 60 seconds or so. Maybe probably less than that now. Yeah, I think we sort of confirmed that. Well, I don't know. Crabs they can't like swim the same way, but they can get some air, dude. Can they see why kids love to taste the Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Real men play the scariest game, Luigi's Mansion. Hey, we used the credit song from Luigi's Mansion.
Hey there,
here it
champ.
is.
Are you still sad about your mom dying?
Yeah.
Well, cheer the fuck up, you loser. We've got cookies.
Cookies?
That's right, cookies. The make anything better favorite snack time food. Just make sure to heat your oven up to 350 spooky degrees, and that shit'll be done in no time. Just make sure not to look too closely at the packaging, you freak.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Narrator. You sure were right.
You're welcome, son. Pillsbury pre-made cookies. The cookies you make when you don't want to actually make anything at all. Not suitable for kids, dogs, cats, moms, uncles, grandmothers, or secretaries you've been side-eyeing.
Oh, not this asshole again. Son of a bitch. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think there's just some little tweaks. I gotta make more of those fake commercials, and then, like, a lot more, like 10 of them or something in total. Why were you holding it that with the cookie? Like, facing towards the camera so you could see what it is? So you could see what it is. John Mulaney. I'm thinking of the right guy. Aren't I? Product placement, duh. Dude, I wish I was sponsored by them. That'd be so sick. My wife is here eating grilled cheese. Please say hi to my wife. Hello to your wife. Can I have a bite of the grilled cheese, please? I don't think so. I really like John Mulaney. I really loved him in that Chipmunks movie he was in. Oh my God, Dale. What's your problem? I'm simply trying to sell Wait, no, what did he sell insurance in that movie? I don't know. I like that movie, but I know everybody else hates it. Yeah, the ghost had to ruin it just by being there. I regret rejoining the stream. That's going to happen a lot when you rejoin. Ah, damn. Oh my God. God, yeah, that thumbnail's awesome. I think one of the other things I'll also do is set up another version of maybe, well, just like with the Windows XP layout I got, I think it'd also be kind of cool to have a way for us to like browse, but like not use the browser that I use personally every day. Just maybe have a secondary, like we'll use Edge, because who the fuck cares about that? We'll use that for browsing. Oh, anyway. Yeah, if you can't have the grilled cheese, I will make you mac and cheese with chicken strips of bacon. You better now, dude. You said it. Personal attack, I use Edge. Honestly, my buddy Miles, who I trust with basically everything technology-wise, has always recommended Edge. Always recommended it. But I still use Firefox because it's like the only one that still gets to be its own thing that no one else owns or controls yet, so... I mean, I don't need to switch to Firefox. I've been using it exclusively for years now. Although I hate that Google is specifically trying to kill it off by making YouTube playback almost fucking impossible on it. I mean, not really, but, you know, they've really hampered the experience on purpose. Hello, Sam! I'm glad to hear it, man. Welcome. How are you doing? My uncle works at Google, so of course I use Bing. God. I remember when Bing first came out, I would go to the homepage just to see the image. I wouldn't use it. Whenever I was in high school, let me go to Bing. Oh, that's a cool picture. And that's all I would do. Man, I am certainly a little weirdo. A super goofy guy. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I'm weird. I don't really fit in. I'm a rebel, Dottie. A loner. You don't want to get mixed up with a guy like me. Bing chillin'. God. I use Google for music creation and YouTube. I mean, yeah, for YouTube, you have to go Google, you know. But that's been the case since maybe 1 year after after YouTube was invented. That's been the case. So. Tweet deleted. Tweeleted. I mean, I don't mind it. There's nothing wrong with people saying that. Actually, before MK, because a lot of people found me on MK, or, you know, first started hearing me on MK, were not with me when I was making Gmod videos. Because I made a name for myself doing Gmod videos well before MK at that point. And I used to get a lot of people asking me when I was going to do more Gmod videos, when I finally stopped doing those. So, you know, and yeah, found me through Miss Breezy, or way back in the day, they went by the name Cool Dude, like old stuff. When are you going to work with Crafted Movie again? Funnily enough, I think within the past few years I did. Specifically Salted from Crafted Movie, because Grian went off and fucking exploded, and Grian doesn't talk to me anymore. I don't mean that as in like he's being mean or anything. He's just incredibly busy and probably just never really saw me as a close friend. But Grian and I used to do stuff quite often with Sam Gladiator and Tortoise. I have been around a very long time at this point. I just have not yet found... I mean, don't get me wrong, I found a fan base. I mean, you guys are here. Even if you're not a fan, you're part of that fan base. You know what I mean? I've just been around a really long time. So I've... I don't know. I'm known for a few specific things, but really, Jesus. I mean, there's a lot of things people could know me for and have mentioned. The fact that Water Surf just fucking mentioned Crafted Movie, that was the first time I ever got in front of a large audience. And that was... So I did the ban appeal court videos for Crafted Movie, 2 of them, back when they were doing those. Those did really well and led to me getting my first 1,000 subscribers ever. For the first time, I actually passed. I went from like 200 that I had been trying to grow for years in high school to 1,200 or so after it sort of died down. It was amazing that that happened. But yeah, that was a while ago now. I think specifically, let me see if I can still find those, because unfortunately, Bree's channel is gone, but there's lots of archives of Bree's channel that you can find. But let me see. Crafted Movie Ban Appeal Court. Yep. 11 years ago. I'm not going to like sit here and play them because I don't have it set up to like view browser, but when was it uploaded? May 26th, 2013. So they're going to be 12 very soon. I'm known for Jesus, yes. I knew you from MK, but first saw your video redubbing Foxy lines from 5 a.m. at Freddy's. Well, see, that's the fun part about me having done that. I am Foxy I'm sure you know, but I am Foxy in the original 5 a.m. at Freddy's, because that's how I met Mike. Kind of. Technically, when I met Mike, it was 2015, and I had done some work for him for this channel trailer he was working on. That was going to be a channel trailer that was TF2 themed, because he was very much known for TF2 at that point. He had like 70,000 subscribers. He's got like 4.4 million now, so he's grown a bit since then himself. Very proud of him. Love Mike to death. But yeah, I did voice work for that for him long before 5 a.m. at Freddy's, and it never came out. He just never finished it because it just didn't make any sense for him to. So every now and then I'll be like, you gonna finish that channel? Come on, man, you gonna finish that channel trailer? Well, thank you for coming by, Van Foxworth. Hopefully we see you on Friday. I think I found you through MK, but honestly, I don't know. See, that's just it. I mean, MK's probably the main... I know it's the main way people will recognize me because... I mean, obviously, I don't need to have a reason as to why. It makes sense. I joined MK when they had 1.2 million subscribers. They've got like 3.2 or something now, I want to say. So I've been there a while. It stands to reason most people would know me from that. It is the most successful thing I've been a part of. I keep getting Suction Cup Man on my Insta Reels and then realize why. Yeah. Your working Crafted Movie was how you met Bree and eventually the rest of the gang and whatnot. And before, actually, there wasn't a direct lead to from Crafted Movie to Bree. So it's so crazy to look back and reminisce on that stuff, because I first, through Crafted Movie, I met my buddy Alex, who now heads up a company called Moment, like the camera gear company. He's like their lead of... I know he's very high up in Moment. He's been with them a long, long time. But before that, he was making Minecraft machinimas. I met him. I did my first ever voice acting stuff for him like 13 years ago. He still has the video. I need to get him to send it to me so I can show people. The very first time I voice acted, I sounded like stupid dookie garbage. So everyone starts somewhere. But... of course, past then, I met Sam Gladiator and Tortoise and Einstein at the time, if anybody remembers that name. But, you know, Sam blew up. Oh, the other person I was good friends with that some people may know if you're a fan of Roblox or whatnot, I was very close friends with Dennis Daly. He went by Congo Boom back when I knew him, but we would make Minecraft machinimas with our other friend Flebsy, who now like does a bunch of editing and thumbnail work and everything. I have been around for so long. I could go on for days talking about this shit. Wife again, do you like color orange? I like orange. Didn't you voice a character in Poppy Playtime? Yeah, I did, and I still am voicing that character. It's funny, because that was the one time in my entire life that I got like phone calls and texts from people who never talk about what I do. They never talk about what I do. Laith Pierre, but when I did him, I got people going, I was just watching Markiplier's fucking video. Did I hear you in there? I'm like, yeah, that was me. Are you still in contact with Breezy after? Yes, I am. She's doing fine, don't worry. I mean, hell, she just voiced in Mike's new video, which you guys should see over on Pymations, How to Be Cool. It's a great video. If I'm watching on my TV and chatting on my phone, does that count as 2 viewers? Probably. Just said you look like Louis Capaldi. I'll take that as a compliment, because Louis Capaldi is a fine-looking gentleman. I knew it was you as Laith Pierre, but nobody said anything about it. I mean, I got plenty of people messaging me or adding me on Twitter because they would finally, like, they had a suspicion it was me. Sometimes it is, I don't know, I've been doing voice work for so long at this point that I am able to go, that's him, that's that guy, you know, a lot. When you start to pay attention to the minutia of people's voices day in and day out, you can hear it, even if they're doing a completely different voice. Seriously, try to, like, think about, like, the voice actor for SpongeBob. You know, you'll hear him and stuff, and you'll go, oh, shit, that is him. You'll hear it all the time. But I was surprised that it took people until the credits of the game to go, okay, yeah. What's your favorite horror trope and least favorite horror trope? I don't know. I like all the tropes. They're stupid. I love them. Last year, we watched a movie that was supposed to, like, buck a lot of the tropes out. You know, it was The Blackening. That movie rules, because I didn't know, spoiler alert, I did not realize until the end of the movie, none of the characters died. Like, none of them, to my recollection. They really, I think the tagline of the movie was, we can't all die first, and I thought that was hilarious. Really, really fun horror movie for you guys to put on your list for this year. We watched it last year, loved it. Not like the most incredibly mind-blowing horror movie of all time, but just a really fun one. Cabin in the Woods, that's another perfect spooky season movie for sure. Another one to add to your list, Chopping Mall. Chopping Mall fucking rules. It's the epitome of dirt cheap schlocky 80s. It's not scary, but it is a slasher. On Mothman, you know, there's actually, hold on, Richard Gere was in a movie about Mothman that I remember watching when I was younger. The Mothman Prophecies. I remember really enjoying that movie because it was creepy as fuck. It was so creepy. And it also co-stars Laura Linney, and that's just reason enough. My daughter absolutely loves you. Can I get a shout out to her from here? Her name is Serena. Hey there, Serena. How are you? Are you here? Is she here right now? I will say Christmas horror movies confuse me a bit. I love those, though. Well, hey there, Serena. How are you? I'm really, really glad to hear that you enjoy what I do, and I'm super happy that you guys are here right now. Thank you so much for coming by. Hopefully you guys can continue to come by, even though I might be playing games that you shouldn't be watching, because they're scary. Yeah, Mothman Prophecies. I would like to watch it again, but I remember it being pretty cool, honestly. Hey, if you need sleep, you got to go get some sleep, dang it. If I die... If I die, at least he said my name. Yeah, it's not going to count for much. At the pearly gates. It's going to look at the big piece of parchment he has. I'm like, really? Well, that's like... I don't know, you want to wait until he's dead, too? He's got to come to these gates as well. I mean, we're going to turn him around, but... But, yeah. That would have been funny, but I don't have to... I just didn't even think about that. Hi there, everyone. I thought that I would address you today.
Hello there, my friends. I hope you're enjoying...
I'm just messing with you. Top 5 pizza toppings. 5 pounds of pineapple. Ice cold, uncooked. Let's go. Shit. Oh, shit, man. Zombie Street. No, that sounds like something Robert Englund would have been in. Oh, man, there's another one. Oh, God. Was it... What the hell was the name of this movie? It's part of the Vestron collection. The Blood Cafe? No, that's not it. That's... What the hell is that? Oh, shit. Yeah, I want to watch more really stupid, crappy, forgotten about horror movies. Because you might end up finding something that's, like, legitimately cool. Because that's what Chopping Mall ended up being. I always thought it was going to be an actually awful, awful time. But, you know, you watch it once, you have a decent time. No, it was just fun. Bacon and bananas? That sounds like great pizza toppings. Hatchet. See, when I hear Hatchet, I'm thinking about the book. Like, that's just, I'm thinking about the damn book. Techisaurus is now a member for 11 months, by the way. Going for my rent-paying habit. Welcome. I'm glad you were able to drop by this evening. We've been going for a few hours, but I'm glad that you are indeed here. Thank you for 11 goddamn months! That's actually that's crazy. That is crazy. Dead Alive. Right. Hold on. Was that the one that he, Yeah, that was the one he did back in the 90s. Or Brain Dead, as I guess it could be called? Oh my god. I can't believe a guy went from that to Lord of the Rings. That is insane to me, man. Just crazy, though. Why can't I find my mouse? What's wrong with me? There we go. I wish I had even more real content to have given you by this point. Yeah, I also think of the book, but it has no relation to it. Did they ever make a movie for that? I don't think they did they? God, I'm seriously at that point where if I don't have my glasses on, it's not even because I'm old, it's just because I'm just wearing glasses all the time now. I can still read it, but like, man, how much longer will I really be able to read it? What's that one horror movie with Anna Faris and the Japanese ghost boy? I believe that was Scary Movie 2 or 3 where they did that. A Japanese movie called House? Wait, hold on. That's the movie that inspired... Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. Different movie. I got confused. Hello, Mango! I got very confused because I thought House was also the movie that inspired not Lord of the Rings, Resident Evil. Not very similar. Two different stuff. I thought that was the movie you were talking about, but no, that's Sweet Home. I would like to watch Sweet Home. I want to see that so fucking bad. Actually, this season, I am making a point to watch all the David Lynch films. I would like to watch every single one. He's inspired my favorite shit of all time. He's inspired my favorite artists and creators and writers of all time. He's been like the reason they do what they do. And I feel like even if I don't vibe with everything he's done, I loved Twin Peaks all the way through. I would like to see this stupid shit that he has done. Scary Movie 3. So it was the Scary Movie 3. Or, anyway. What about... Hold on a second here. Oh! I did not read far enough back in the chat. I thought you were saying that David Lynch was quite the homophobe. I'm like, I hadn't heard about that. Good lord. Aren't you dead? Yes. But yeah, last year I got around to watching Eraserhead and thought, what the fuck? That ruled. What the hell was that? And I have pretty much the rest of them on 4K, so now I just need to grow a pair, put them all in, and watch them. Well, good night for now, Drop, or Drop D Mike 75. We'll see you next time. No, I don't think he is. David Lynch is one of those people that really doesn't seem to give a shit about really anything at all. But in a good way, though, not in a, Anyway. You read any Junji Ito? No, I want to. I would like to. I've actually been very close to just buying the entirety of Uzumaki. Or buying, because I think they have, Oh, yeah, Uzumaki 3-in-1 Deluxe, like it's this complete deluxe set. And I would like to start reading what he does so bad. And it's a deluxe, $22 for a deluxe hardcover edition of Uzumaki. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to put it in my cart for later. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so out of the big three, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and Jason Voorhees, which one would win? I know Freddy and Jason already fought. I have it on DVD. But would the result change if they were all fighting each other at the same time? Michael Myers is going to win. I know that they're all like magical, crazy, invincible forces of nature. We all know that, right? There's always something magical or supernatural going on in these movies and stories. But I think Michael Myers is always going to come out on top because as that dude, he is supposed to be just the physical incarnation of the concept of evil. Maybe he wasn't in the beginning, but he became that later on, especially when you get around to Halloween Kills and he's literally immortal. Literally fucking immortal. So I think he's the one. Oh, yeah, I have seen the first, I've seen some snippets of the show that they're doing, and it looks fucking crazy. Hello, Electrical T? Is it Gaio or Gio? I gotta start with one. I gotta start with his most famous thing, for sure. But yeah, I'm totally gonna grab that. I didn't know it was $20 for just, that's sick. Okay. I haven't read any of Ito-san's stuff, but God, I want to. Gio. Messed you up in a good way? Well, I'm glad it was a good way. Jack Harkness. I don't know, man. Oh, that guy. Right. Sorry, I know the character's not like this, but fucking John Barrowman, fuck off. Totally forgot about that one. Cobweb has Homeland? Wait, what? Good night to the max. God, I even have to, move my head in with glasses on to read. Malty, right? Yeah, there you go. See you later, Hoglord. We will see you next time. What date is... Okay, so Friday is the 4th. We could just play a little bit of Silent Hill 1, again, on the actual PlayStation 1. So I do have this other idea about playing on the PlayStation 2. I have sealed memory cards for the PS2, and I would like to open one of them specifically for streaming games so that we have this big physical record of what we are doing. So that's the other fun idea I have regarding playing that way, as I do have sealed cards. I don't have a sealed PS1 card, but I can easily remedy that. Don't worry, I'll watch the Kingmakers trailer. It sounds so damn familiar, but I can't quite place it. Oh my God, is that, wait a minute. Is that the one where a fucking truck comes out of nowhere? Is that the one it is? The one it is, I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, it is, right. I have seen Kingmakers, yep, that's the one, yeah. That shit came out of nowhere. Do you like VHS? Have you seen and do you like? So funnily enough, when it comes to VHS, I have only seen them up until this point through Dead Meat and their kill counts of them. But I really, really want to, it's so hard to like try and manage. I got to stream for hours, you know, a few times a week, and I got to make a video and I got to do this. But then I also, like, every single night we got to sit down and watch spooky movies and, you know, add these to my list and add that. I just think that's one of those things I have to like add on my own and watch on my own, but I really want to. I feel like you gushed over Astrobot using the memory card for your save file. I thought that was cute. I don't know if I mentioned it in the video or not, but I definitely mentioned it plenty of times. The amount of times I talked about it, I thought it was really cute. And the kill count videos rule. I fucking love Dead Meat. They're awesome. Anthologies are really cool. I'm definitely looking forward to that, what is it? Hidden Levels? Secret Levels? That video game one that's supposed to be coming out? From, I think it's Blur Studios. Are they doing it? Either way, I think they're cool. Oh my God. Speaking of Love, Death, and what is... That's the one. I think my low-key favorite, my low-key favorite out of Love, Death, and Robots was probably Zima Blue. So far, anyway. I love the spooky time control level. That one was really, really good. They're all fucking great, but of course I'm biased and I'm going to love the spooky levels. The spooky levels. Gotta remember to watch how the show Chucky ends, especially since it's canceled now, so it doesn't get a proper ending. I'm also a fan of good found footage movies. Well, I know that there's some VHS shorts that suck, but I've also seen, yes, they did cancel Chucky, but I've also seen that there are some fucking all-timers in VHS. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was just sort of a, hey, yep, by the way, we got canceled. Sorry, guys. Tremors. I want to watch those so bad, too. See, it's weird. As much as I love movies and games, I am not a cinephile in any stretch of the imagination. I know a lot of cinephiles. They don't really enjoy movies. I just, like, I follow a guy who watches, like, a new movie every single fucking day. You know, minimum. And I've always wanted to, like, try that for a year, really try it, new movie every single day. But it feels like if you're a true cinephile, somewhere along the way, you start fucking hating movies. And I don't like that. And yeah, a lot of, from what I have seen of VHS is, you know, they lean a little bit too hard into the creepy dude bro sex stuff, and it's annoying. Tremors is one of my drop everything movies. One of my drop anything... So most of my drop anything movies are the season's changing, it's getting colder, it's spooky time. And so it used to be, and still is, Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus is always going to be a drop everything movie for me. I got to see it in theaters last year. It was so fucking cool. But I have a new, like, all-timer Halloween movie called The Curse of Bridge Hollow. And it's a really nothing to write home about, but well-produced Halloween movie that you can watch on Netflix. It's great. I fucking adore it. It's charming and cozy. I love it. Parental responsibilities. Yeah. There is that. That stuff is important. My spooky time media is... Yeah, that sure would be mine if Hulu didn't fucking remove it from their service. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Wasn't that Max? Oh, it might have been. Actually, yeah. Might have been Max, not Hulu. They're all the fucking same to me. Curse of Bridge Hollow. H-O. Not that it'll make a difference. I mean, if you look up The Curse on Netflix, it'll pop up. The Curse of Bridge Hollow. The 2012 version of The Thing, one of the few movie remakes that was actually better than the original, in my opinion. I have seen the original, The Thing. I would like to watch that one, but I do see where people are coming from when they say that, like, hello, that just started playing. I do see where people are complaining about the CG monster versus the old crazy practical one. One ages better, I guess. How do you feel about Corpse Bride? I haven't seen it in years, but I love it. I don't think I would want to be anybody's Beetlejuice, because Beetlejuice isn't a good guy. I have not seen Beetlejuice yet. But how he was in the first movie, I wouldn't want to be Beetlejuice at all. Ever. Yeah, my favorite type of horror, if you really want to call it that, I know some people would argue, but my favorite type of horror... Yeah, he kind of wanted to marry a kid. I think he only wanted to do that, though, was he had an ulterior motive. He wasn't just, like, trying to marry a child for those reasons. I feel like, didn't he have ulterior motives? Not that I'm trying to defend Beetlejuice's honor here. But anyway, as I was saying, my favorite type of horror, so to speak, is the cheesy, family, appropriate type. Like, for instance, Goosebumps. Fucking unironically think Goosebumps is one of the best shows ever created. Love it. He did pick her. He did. He is a little weird. But yeah, Goosebumps, fucking incredible. I'm so excited to finally sit down and watch the remake they started in 2023. I mean, I hear Justin Long's in it, and I think I said it in an MK recently that I hope if they remake Say Cheese and Die that they get Ryan Gosling in it again, because that would be fucking amazing. Unhinged in a good way. It seemed like he was making up rules to get out of the dead space as he went. Yeah, I could see that. And Goonies. Goonies is fun. Not particularly spooky or anything. Not even really a thriller. It has a couple of moments where you're like, okay, it's a little eerie, if anything. But that one just always felt like just an adventure movie. Oh God. Oh yeah, and you look at stories like that very differently as you age. You know, I know a lot of people see Tim Burton as very different now, for sure. Hell, I mean, I'm trying to. Oh yeah, Tim Burton's very first movie, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. God, that movie rules, and that one has more horror in it than something like The Goonies would. Holy crap, that movie is fucking scary. Yeah, I could totally see that. Getting into the Pacific Northwest as a result of The Goonies. Because that town, they filmed in two locations, two towns. A lot of people are always like, oh, it's Astoria. They filmed in Astoria. They did. They filmed like half of the movie in Astoria, Oregon, which is one of the coolest towns of all time. But they went to an even cooler town, one of the best places I have ever been in my life, Cannon Beach. And I actually got to go to Cannon Beach. That's where, I think it's called Haystack Rock, the rock in the Goonies. That's where that is. That's not in Astoria. It's down the road a bit. If you are ever in Oregon, and you are going to the coast, you need to stop in Cannon Beach. It's fucking crazy. And Astoria is awesome. Astoria was, at least in the 80s, used a shit ton in movies. Oh my God, that was like, for some strange reason, some guys from Hollywood found Astoria and went, oh, we gotta make everything here. And I'm not complaining. I thought it was smart because I love that. It's such a cool setting to see. And I've got a sneaky suspicion that there's at least a little bit of Silent Hill inspiration from Astoria, even though they don't really get specific about what the town is actually inspired from. They do not. They talk about it being inspired by things like Twin Peaks, which is in Washington. But I've got a sneaky suspicion, because if you've ever looked it up, if you're a Silent Hill fan, like of the first game, if you ever looked it up, It's the weirdest thing you can Google. Silent Hill 1, Kindergarten Cop. They took so many design aspects straight out of Kindergarten Cop, and I believe that movie was also filmed in Astoria. I hated Longlegs. I have heard really mixed stuff about Longlegs, man. It's weird. I've heard that either it's absolutely fantastic or you're just bored. I'm looking forward to giving it a try. Thank you for dropping by, Dreadnought. We will see you next time. Yeah, I've heard either it was boring or it was great. But if Sam Lake tells me a movie is good, I'm going to watch it. Because I will always trust Sam Lake's judgment on the macabre or the spooky or the weird or really anything at all. Because I think that guy's got storytelling on lock. And Longlegs also takes place in Oregon. The Pacific Northwest, for one reason or another, is a perfect setting for supernatural, spooky bullshit. From Alan Wake, to Twin Peaks, to Gravity Falls, to apparently Longlegs, everything that's worth it takes place up there. Have you seen Skinamarink? I talked about Skinamarink earlier this evening, and I don't like Skinamarink. I like Heck. I think Skinamarink was, not that it was like awful, worthless piece of shit, but I think that he was taking a format that works perfectly in the 20 to 30 minute range, as he proved with Heck, and it just did not work in an hour and a half. It did not. And Heck is, if you didn't know, is the movie he made on YouTube before he was given a budget to make Skinamarink out of the same idea. And the Pacific Northwest, that's a shit ton of woods. I mean, so when you think about, say, Sam Lake, the guy that created Max Payne and Control and Alan Wake, when you think about a guy, of course he would be obsessed with the Pacific Northwest because he's from Finland, which is 75% trees straight up. I think that's an actual statistic about Finland, is it's literally almost 80% trees. And apparently Washington is a very normal spot for Finnish immigrants. So of course it would take place in Bright Falls, Washington, not a real town. I don't know if he went over to Washington and found a small town and got inspired by it, but regardless, I'm pretty sure it was just Twin Peaks. And I'm from the Pacific Northwest. It's always going to be my favorite, although I'm from the part of the Pacific Northwest that's drier and a little more deserty. Not really deserty, but you know. Hello, Jay Shorey, 253. Oh yeah, I hope you can catch some later on, for sure. I'm planning on at least more for this season, for sure. I hated the movie at first till I watched film 3 and Oh, I see. That's not one I'm going to watch with headphones. No chance. If I want more spooky, I need to make the whole United States a forest. That'd be cool. Let's reforest an entire country. I'm Washingtonian. Yeah, I'm from Spokane, so I'm a Washingtonian as well. Do you plan to watch the Joker, or watch Joker? How do you even pronounce that? The title. I have not heard it pronounced, like, or said out loud at all. But I hear it sucks. I don't really want to watch it. I didn't like Joker, or the Joker. I didn't really enjoy it. Not that it was a bad movie. It was very well done. Just not for me. Eastern Washington has got great putt-putt. Yes, I'm from Eastern Washington. Right on that border of Idaho, dude. Right on that border. Hey, member for 8 months. I have this nice. Yeah, you do. Folly Aldo. I had to pronounce it as bad as I could. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Have you ever been to Silverwood in Idaho? I did go to Silverwood as a very young kid and had like a little fucking screamy panic attack because I didn't want to go on that. There's that tiny ride. It's like a log flume, but not really, where you go up and down one singular time. Like it's a tiny little thing for kids. And I freaked the fuck out. But I do have a great story about that exact ride at Silverwood, because when I got to the top, there's, of course, an attendant up at the top that's like making sure everything's good before you go down. And I remember I got to the top of this tiny little baby drop. It was like 2 feet tall. And this woman who worked for the park looked at me and just said, goodbye. Like, why would you fucking do that? That's so mean. It scared the crap out of me. I was like, am I going to die? If I have not been back since, I would probably ride a lot more now. Even though I'm not really I like dark rides and show rides. Like, I love Disneyland, but I don't ride, it's not the Incredicoaster or California Screamin', as it should still be called. I don't ride like big stuff like that. I've never ridden Tower of Terror or anything. I just go on like Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, greatest ride of all time, stuff like that. One of their new coasters traumatized my sister. I don't do coasters. I think the biggest coaster that I've ever been on was Big Thunder Mountain. I mean, I have also been on Space Mountain, and that one, I've only been on it once, and I'm never going on it again, just because it's in the dark. That freaked me out. That's what freaked me out. Have you ever seen a tornado? No. In Colorado, I've had 2 tornado warnings. Like, hey, be careful, it could touch down at any time, but never seen one, and I'm glad about that. Heading off. Have a great stream. Hope to catch the next one. Hey, I think you will, yeah. Again, we're planning for Friday. I'm planning on Friday. I'm not promising it just because, it's all dependent on whether or not a delivery gets here. I went to Disneyland yesterday. Oh boy, haven't been since I quit. Well, you can brag all the fuck you want about getting to go to Disneyland, okay? I haven't been since June. Right? Was it June or July? When did we go? Whatever, man. If you don't promise, then it can't be said you lied. Exactly. It's already Friday premiere. I guess you already did it. Fuck, I did. Wow, I'm really on it. Good night, Cash. We'll see you next time. Is Disneyland even worth it anymore? I mean, for the price, I am getting close to saying no, and I'm someone who is obsessed with Disney parks. I'm not a Disney adult. I don't know. It's a nice, comforting place to be, and it's fun. But, Jesus Christ. The only reason Zach and I went in June was because we're like, okay, well, we're going to go to Game Fest, and that's in LA. It's very close. We have some friends down there anyway. One of our friends works there still. She works in costuming, so she was able to get us in for free the one day. So we saved like $500 between the two of us to go that one day because of her. It's not worth it, and I used my free tickets that I had left over. I still think it's worth it, but not for... I think I looked at... Yeah, the price was for Park Hopper for the one day, $256, and I went literally like $1 more. I can't justify that shit. I can't. I'm really glad that I still know people that work there and are willing to get me in, but whew. Called Adventureland. That sounds like fun. I would love to visit, because it seems like almost every single state has like a theme park that's not really a theme park. Like, I'd love to visit Dollywood. I've heard Dollywood fucking rules. Yeah. It's very, very fun. Yeah, sometimes it's just so busy, man. Yucky. Oh, that's what it looks like with a big message. Well, thank you for the $10 super chat, Decky. Just wanted to say thanks for the must-needed distraction. Thank you for the MK videos you've narrated. I hope you aren't planning on quitting anytime soon. No. I've told them and many people before, I do not plan on ever quitting MK. They'd have to fire me. I've been to Dollywood. It's so much fun. That's what I've heard. I've heard it's just stupid fun. I still haven't even been to Knott's Berry Farm yet. Like, dang it. Has a ride called Space Shot, and that one fucking rules. It sounds like it either rules, or it sounds like one I'd be too scared to get on. Do you think we need more Lovecraftian games being made? I would say yeah, because Alone in the Dark remake came out this year, and it was a Lovecraftian survival horror. And no one fucking appreciated it. And it was really cool. It featured, oh my god, I don't want to say its actual name on stream because Lovecraft was really well known for naming his creatures really not appropriate shit, that's for sure. Best part about living in Tennessee, of course. The Black Goat of the Woods with 1,000 Young. So that's something that was really cool, was we had a fucking Lovecraftian horror. Yeah, he was an evil... Okay, he was racist. He was an evil racist man. Just fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. And the reason I didn't say this thing's name out loud is because it makes me feel uncomfortable. But yeah, the Black Goat of the Woods with 1,000 Young is what it's like called. They even mention it by that in the game. But like I said, Alone in the Dark is really cool. It's actually very fun. It's a solid 7 out of 10 time. It's very cool. Lovecraft sounds like a Minecraft server. It does! Oh, man. Night in the Woods. Oh, I think I have heard about that one. Oh, God, yeah, I can't do a ride like that. No chance. God, what fun ideas. What a piece of garbage, but he definitely had a brain for horrific monsters. If you can say that for him. The original Alone in the Dark was my first exposure to horror. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was the granddaddy of horror games, of survival horror, really. It was the building blocks for so many games that we now play today. And that's why I was really hoping that the remake was going to be like a 10 out of 10 flawless one, but alas... Pieces Interactive is gone, and we are not going to get what sounded like the coolest fucking sequel of all time, by the way. Legitimately sounded like the sequel, the second Alone in the Dark, would have been such a cool fucking remake, but hey, whatever. Whatever. Oh my god. Okay, my back. Yes, we don't. We're not going to keep mentioning Lovecraft's cat, okay? We're not going to do that. That's inappropriate. Boomer shooters? You know, that's a term that I've only just started hearing, but I think I would like them. And this is why I love Junji Ito. Yeah, I imagine. What is like a not evil Lovecraft? I would love to... It's been my dream for so long to have a mind where I could come up with, like... You've got these incredible names in the horror space because of what they've done. H.P. Lovecraft, whatever, fucking David Lynch, of course. Sam Lake's definitely up and coming for sure. Junji Ito. You've got... Hideo Kojima's not really like a horror guy. He's not known for that, but he very well could be after OD. God only knows. Next summer's Silverwood vlog. I'm definitely not traveling to Idaho. Although I would like to go back to Spokane just for a few days and hang out and see how things are doing. Hellraiser. What? I mean, I know what Hellraiser is, but like... I just... I love that his character is described that way. Boomer shooters. Yeah, it's such a fun term. PTSD radio. That sounds horrifying. That just sounds fucked up. No thanks. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's fair. Boomer shooter. Duck Hunt? Yeah, there you go. The 2017 It? Oh my god, that one rules so hard. I know people don't really like the second one nearly as much, but you have Bill Hader giving an Oscar-worthy performance. That's worth it alone, in my opinion. Man, I can tell I'm getting closer to 30 because I'm already developing... I'm starting to get my first, like, permanent wrinkles. I got a couple on my forehead now. I got a few on my neck that are starting to, like, permanently set in. It's great. A millennial shooter. I'm just getting old, you know. I'm an old guy. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm 42. Yeah, that's fine. You're still young. So am I. I'm not actually thinking I'm old. It's just, everyone has sort of an existential crisis once they get around to 30 and once they pass 30, once they get there. And I'm getting very close. January 3rd will be my final year of my 20s. And, not to get stupid or anything, but I do feel like in many, 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 many ways I've thrown my 20s away. I've got some stuff that I can point to where I would say, yeah, that was great. But, I do feel that I'm very scared of my 20s going away because they appeared one day out of nowhere and they're about to disappear one day out of nowhere, and I don't think I've done anything. Isn't it fun having a crisis? It's great. It's so fun. Oh my God. My Lord. Well, hey, check it out. 3.5 hours. I will say, we'll probably end the stream in the next couple of minutes, just because this test turned out to just be, let's hang out for 3.5 hours and talk about stuff. Like I often do. I think my favorite streams are just talking. It's fun. Don't honk at me. I'm having a crisis. I will explode. I just turned 20 in August. This slang already has me feeling old. See, that's just it. It's not hard to keep up with. It's really not. Also, damn, just having like a bright screen open is significantly better lighting. I think, yeah, we'll just, next time I'll just have a white screen pointing at me. That looks pretty good. Harry Mason will figure it out eventually, don't worry. Or we'll figure it out for him later. Oh my God, I sit way too much. I gotta learn to stand up again, Oh, I'm about to leave my tens. Oh, I just opened the window. Oh, it smells like a flawless autumn night out there. Oh my God, that's awesome. Cat made cosplay stream when? See, it's funny. There's an ad I have in the BRB screen that references that, but I can't force it to play for you. So, and hey, look, we had a "you give me all your money" goal for that last time. Okay, I don't even have that outfit anymore. I borrowed that from Brandon. So, if we ever want to do those stupid femboy or cat, not cat things. I don't think I ever did a cat thing. The maid was just a maid, but That's expensive. That's so expensive. That costs at least $1,000. That's a lot. Happy birthday. What? Happy birthday? I don't turn birthday until when's my birthday? Until January 3rd. I got a while. I got a while before I turn 29. No, it's not my birthday. I really hope no one actually thinks it's my birthday. It's not. I said January 3rd. When I turn birthday. When I turn birthday. Sitting is good for someone your age. Man, I wish that were true. Sitting it literally isn't a good thing until you're in your last few years of life. Old. I don't tell birthday until my birthday.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
It might actually be kind of fun to have like an outro as well. I think I had one many, many years ago. I know that most people just go, all right, I want to go bye-bye, hit end stream or whatever, but I think it'd be kind of fun to have, Why am I Zach? I actually don't know why. I thought that was an emote. Is that a badge? I don't remember making Zach's face a fucking badge. I'll be real with you. I thought I had Munchkin's, like, variants of Munchkin's face. I don't remember that at all. I'll have to look into that. There's a lot. There's a lot to fix about this. Or not fix. Just a lot of adjustments I want to make as far as the stream layout is concerned. But it's working pretty well. Again, I think the only thing that I just really don't like about it is that on YouTube I can't offer a source stream. So it comes through transcoded and compressed. And so this nice crisp 1080-60 looks a lot worse as it comes in. So... And as always, I am a figment of your imagination. Yeah, since 2014, are you kidding me? Since 2014? I graduated high school in 2014. I'd only been doing YouTube for like 2 years by 2014. That's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, but you graduated. You born and raised in California. John M.K. Esquire III. Saying fortunes? Okay, good. That did replay right. Just have to test out some of these other stupid things. Making me miss those damn things. That's what this entire layout is all about. Because all the stuff that you have seen, even like, okay, so this transition, this noise transition that you see when we move from scene to scene, I made that with my VCR. That's not like a random thing I found on YouTube or something like that. So... yeah, that is a legitimate thing. Basically, every single individual effect that you see, aside from, obviously these GIFs weren't made. I didn't make those, but basically everything has been made through my actual VCR, and the way that like all of these interstitials and bumpers, all of those were actually filmed and edited, and then they were run through a VHS tape. So the effect isn't just let's blur it up a little bit or anything. It's actually run through a VCR and a tape, so that part's cool. He looks like science. Some people just look like science, man. Well, analog horror is definitely part of the inspiration for sure. I've always been a big fan of VHS. It's fun. It's a fun format. It's crazy. I've liked seeing people's appreciation for it as a format for like horror and stuff like that as of late. Yeah, Star Wars on VHS. That's the real one right there. That's the well, okay, I think one version of it is the real one. Anyway, we've been going for 3 hours and 45 minutes. We've been going for a while. And it's almost midnight over where I am. So yeah, be kind and rewind. That's how we'll sign off every time. Yeah, folks. I want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with me while we, mess with this setup and take down some notes for what stuff we should adjust or change, what things needs to happen for the setup itself. I see someone mentioning the flashing with the noise. I know Zach also mentioned that, so I've been trying to ask around to other people that might have photosensitivity, like, hey, is this a problem for you? Do you think this would be too much for folks? So, the things we need to take note of, things we'll be looking at as far as adjusting those are concerned, and just doing more for it in general as well, so you guys actually get to see more of the dumb little commercials and stuff that we're making too. So yeah, but thanks for coming out. This was fun. I'm photosensitive-ish. Well, if they didn't bug you, but I want to make sure that they also wouldn't bug somebody that's really photosensitive, you know what I mean? I want to make sure that someone that might have a serious problem with that isn't going to have a problem if one of those is running, so it very well could. But I think I know one person who is very sensitive to it, so I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to, maybe I'll ask them, get their opinion on it, see if it's, too big a deal. Because there's also spots like that in video games that'll do that too. So I want to make sure I'm not hurting anybody. But anyway, again, thank you so much for coming by, folks. We will see you next time. I'm going to end off on the starting screen for some reason, because I don't have an outro screen. So goodbye for now. I'm going to try seeing you guys on Friday. I will post updates on Twitter. Yes, it's called Twitter, for any updates regarding Friday. If that shit doesn't arrive, if it doesn't arrive on time, I will let people know that I'll just push it back by like a day and do Saturday or Sunday or something like that after we get stuff set up. But thanks for coming out. I will see you guys then. Ta-ta for now. It's not my birthday. Okay, fine. You know what? It's my birthday. Happy birthday, me. I'm 50 years old. Oh my God.